Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to the BBL final. It is the Sydney Sixers versus the Perth Scorchers. I am extremely excited for this one and I hope you guys are too. Hope you are all having a good day. We have found out from the bat flip that the Perth Scorchers won it and they are going to be bowling first, which is an interesting choice, but hopefully it will be able to get them a decent total to chase down for the Sydney Sixers batting. But yeah, I will quickly, while I am getting ready, we have got the scoreboard up. We are almost ready to go. I will read the chat in a very short moment. We are just going to quickly switch it so that we are with the Sydney Sixers colours and the banner as well as Sydney Sixers are batting first. But welcome everyone to this live stream. I will read all of the chat in a very short moment once I do get it all set up. Here we go. The Big Bash final is finally here. We are going to get to see a big clash between these two sides. Last time they met, it was the Sydney Sixers who were able to get the win, but now this is different. This is final. This is the final, should I say. I will read all of the chat that we have got. We have got Morecake. We have got Kyle. We have got James Gordon in the chat as well. Noah Rogers as well. And then we have got Henry Samuel, Arlo Ryan. We have got Red Dragon. We've got everyone in the chat at the moment. And we have got Izzy Queensland as well. And also Tyson. And the chat is going absolutely off at the moment. So thank you all very much for tuning in. Do appreciate it a lot. Let me know who you think is going to win. A lot of people have already said the Sixers by the looks of it. And in the poll that I did do, it was the Sydney Sixers that were the favourites. So maybe they will be able to make it back-to-back, that they will be able to win the BBL title. And they are showing the hype video for it at the moment. And I am absolutely over the moon about it. We are going to see a great match of cricket between these two guys, or these two teams. And it is going to be at the SCG. I'm able to watch 2 or 3 minutes. I have to go to bed soon, says no worries, mate. Crazy NZ with the dabbing emoji. Same with Arlo. We have also got the Sixers for Noah, Sixers for Morecake, Sixers for Red Dragon. Izzy Queensland is back in the Perth team. And then we have got the Sydney Sixers a few more times as well. And it is going to be Josh Philippe who is going to be opening the batting once again for the Sydney Sixers. He is 1 run away from getting 500 runs. And Hamish, watching from 660 concert, says Izzy Queensland. So I hope you are having a good time there as well. We won our semi-final. We are in the final. We won by 3 runs, says Tyson. Great stuff, mate. I am very glad to hear about it. And solid, Izzy said crazy NZ as well. And we have got Philippe, or Philippe as Morecake has called him. But yeah, Philippe and Vince are going to be opening the batting. The question is James Vince going to be able to get more runs than the 98 that he got? Or is Philippe going to one-up him and possibly get a century to start this match off? And I will quickly read the rest. Hi, bro. It's Ryan says. Ryan as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. I got injured on Friday night at my rugby game. I'm out for 7 games, but I know my team can win, says Henry Samuel. Hope you are all right, mate. What type of injury did you have? And Uncle Bills has said hello, but this ball is about to be bowled. And it is a dot ball straight away. Behrendorff is opening the bowling for the Perth Scorchers here. 129 Ks. We have got the Speedo this time. We didn't have it for the last match, I don't believe. Shot Bro says Crazy NZ as well, says Izzy Queensland. This match at the moment, the crowd are absolutely loving it. 75% they are allowed at the SCG. I made a new video for my Rugby Challenge 4 Blues Career Mode. It's against the Bulls, says Henry Samuel. Behrendorff is running in once again now. Oh, and Philippe tried to whack that one. Is it going to be a run-out opportunity? No, it is going to be the single, and Josh Philippe gets off the mark. James Vince now will be on strike. How are you doing, says Ryan. I am extremely excited for this match. I feel like it's been forever that we've been waiting for it, and now we finally get to see it. And I just hope it does deliver for these crowd members that have shown up at this match. We have also got, later guys, I'll tune in later, says Izzy Queensland. No worries, mate. See you later. And I kicked a 20-metre goal today at the park. I was trying to be Moanga, says Ryan, Noah as well. So that is a good start on getting to the stage of Richie Moanga. And then we have got Be Back, says Tyson as well. James Gordon said, my cousin's girlfriend is pregnant. I read that terribly. Congratulations, mate. And I think I did all dot ball to Vince to start this one off. Go the Scorchers, says Harry Ross as well. And that would mean James Gordon, cousin's girlfriend. Does that mean you are possibly uncle? Maybe James Gordon. And if so, congratulations, mate. I'm just saying that I'm watching it on my TV and you have a ball delay, says Arlo. I know, unfortunately, because of the delay of me watching it through Sky Go rather than Sky. And also, that is another dot ball. Yeah, and also the delay of the live stream. It is around 40 to 50 seconds delayed from when the real ball happens to when you guys see my reaction to it. If you miss round 3 of my Blues career mode, I lost to the Crusaders, said Henry Samuel. So that is no good for you. And James Gordon has put, yep, next I will try and be Geordie Barrett, says Noah Rogers. That would be kicking them over from 50 metres perhaps. And Prestige says, let's see who will win this match. Another dot ball. And it is well bowled from Behrendorff once again. He has been very sharp in the finals matches so far, Behrendorff. He had a great performance against the Brisbane Heat last time. Perth will win BBL 10, says Santwan as well. So it is going to be interesting to see which way this one is going to go. I'm so excited I can't even speak at the moment. I feel like this match has been a few weeks, just a few weeks of waiting patiently. Behrendorff, it is going to be a single down the ground to mid-off, and that is only 2 off the first over of Behrendorff. Very good start for the Scorchers. And I have a feeling the reason they went with possibly bowling first is because of the fact that the Sydney Sixers were able to chase down their 170 total in the qualifying match to see who would have the home final and have those have a couple matches off. And I feel like it was because of that they decided that they would possibly be bowling first, instead decide that they will try and have a chase. Noah will kick a goal from 1K away, said Noah Rogers. That would be certainly a very big boot. Noah, try and beat Dan Carter's record, says Henry Samuel. And if you can kick it like the banana boot that Dan Carter did, it would be pretty awesome. I have 21 subscribers, says Henry. Congratulations, mate. It is good to hear about it as well. James Gordon has said my cousin is in Perth, so he will be going for the Perth Scorchers. That is for sure. Jai Richardson here. He didn't have the best match against the Brisbane Heat. He was getting very fired up, but can he get a wicket early in this one? Can he knock over James Vince or Josh Philippe? Vince is on strike. Oh, very well bowled there, and Vince had to block that one out. At the moment, he is sitting on 1 run off 5 balls. We have also got Harry Ross says, but I am really getting nerves for the Scorchers right now. I bet there will be a wicket this over, says Harry. He is calling it early. Who knows? Maybe we will be having an early wicket here. Jai Richardson, very talented bowler. He is the leading wicket taker, I believe, still in this competition. And you can see why when you see how he bowls. But I feel like that's going to be jinxed right here, isn't it? Oh, and James Vince through the covers. And that is going to be 4 runs. Very nicely played by James Vince. And that opens up his scoring with a boundary. Or he did already have a run. But that is the first boundary of the match. We have also got Let's Go Scorchers from Gid Cash. He doesn't watch cricket. He's the one who is having a baby, says James Gordon. So, yeah, I assume... so you are an uncle, aren't you, James? If I'm not wrong. And Henry said, when I look at your subscribers, I can't see me. So I don't know if you are subscribed. It is because of the fact that I think the account that Vince has had another lovely shot. James Vince with a pull shot type arrangement. Didn't quite get as short as Jai Richardson probably would have liked it. And because of it, now 2 balls, 8 runs at this stage. No, says Harry Ross. And come on, Scorchers, says Prestige. But yeah, it is because of the fact that I think the account that I use to watch YouTube is on private. So you probably can't actually see that. I am subscribed. We have also got Gid Cash. What's your opinion on Sanger being chosen for Australia? I didn't actually know that, but he is a very talented spinner. So he has got a bright future. And just like they have been saying, the way that he talks about the game, he is very educated. Tell you what, James Vince almost finding the boundary, but a deep square leg there. He is looking very sharp once again, James Vince. Maybe he wants to get those extra 2 runs and get it to 100 for the Sydney Sixers. They will need a decent total here. And then we have also got someone put their studs in my ankle, says Henry Samuel. So that would have been uncomfortable. And James Gordon has said, yep, I'll be back. No worries, mate. And then we have also got Noah Rogers. Was it you who subscribed to me? It was indeed. I did have a look. Oh, it was early in the morning, I think, or late. It was at about 2 or 3 a.m., I think. I was still editing videos. So at that stage, I did go on when I had a spare 5 minutes or so. Roger, 2 of us are Sheik. Signed for the Blues in Auckland for 2 years, says Noah Rogers. So that'll be interesting to see how he slots into their team as well. We have got Moorcake saying go Sixers. He is going for the Sydney side, who are at home for this match at the SCG. And it is pretty awesome to see cricket there once again. 75% attendance they were allowed. Jai Richardson with another Yorker there, or a little bit of a half volley, almost a run-out chance. But Philippe gets off the mark. Well, I keep saying off the mark, but he does get a single there. Let's get him to 200 or more likes, says Harry Ross. I think for a final, maybe if we just aim for that 50 for a start, we will see how we go. I think if Sydney won, they will have 3 titles, and Perth won, they will win their 4th title. Says Satwant, yeah, these two sides have won a lot of titles in the past. Wait, is Roy playing? Says Harry Ross. I haven't seen him yet, but then that is because I haven't seen the lineups. They are talking to Liam Livingston here, so I will have to wait and see if we are going to be able to see Jason Roy, or whether it is going to be once again Bancroft, who did have a very good game last match. And we have also got Sixers will win, says Noah. Not fully in my ankle, just a bad cut that bled a lot. I was crying, says Henry Samuel. So that is no good for you, mate. And then we have also got come on Sixers, says Moorcake. And then, that one, he didn't quite get a hold of that, Philippe, but it has gone down the ground for possibly just the single there, fielded by AJ Ty. This chat is going very quick at the moment. I will try my best to read all of your messages. But if I cannot, I am very sorry. Right, we have also got Liam in the chat. Me and my friends are calling and watching. Come on, Perth. And is Jason playing for the Scorchers? I'm not too sure yet, but once I do know, I will be sure to let you guys know as well. Munro says Liam as well, supporting the fellow Kiwi. When will you upload on your new channel, says Henry Samuel? It will more than likely be next week, because of the fact that this week has just been very hectic with the BBL final games that have been going on. Did you see my Crusaders versus Hurricanes video, said Noah Rogers? I didn't, unfortunately. Oh, that's a good shot from James Vince, but it was in the air and almost going to mid-on there. And that is going to be 2 runs for James Vince. And he did have an early life, I believe, early on in the other match. So it will be interesting to see how he will go here. But he is looking like he's going to have a decent start. 12 off 9 at the moment for him. It was raining where I live, so let's hope it doesn't go to Sydney, says Gig Cash. I really hope not, because of the fact that the last thing we want for the final is for the Duckworth-Lewis system to get involved in it. And then we have got no Jason Roy, says Arlo Ryan. So unfortunately, by the looks of it, he will be missing the final, which is very unfortunate for him, because he's had such a good season, Jason Roy. He's had a couple ups, a couple downs, but mainly ups. So that is why Jason Roy and Colin Munro are there in Perth, says Satwant as well. And I'm back now, says Tyson as well. Gotta go, says Noah. See you later, mate. And then we have also got Ivan. Can you please subscribe to Antonio Plays 11 on YouTube, please? I will try and remember that name and have a look at it as soon as I can. We have also got, when we make a rugby challenge for live streams, it seems like it has been a long time, says Henry. Yeah, I was going to do one the other night. That one was almost in the air from Philippe as well. A well bowled from Berendorf. He is looking very sharp with his bowling so far in this match. I'll check Rain Radar, says Moorcake. Thank you very much, mate. No, we need Roy, says Harry Ross. Did you like my pretty comment, says Gig Cash? I did indeed, mate. And then we have got, we don't want the Sixers getting robbed, says Moorcake as well. And I assume that is a reference to possibly the fact that the Brisbane Heat did have a little bit of an upward battle with the Duckworth-Lewis system. Well bowled from Berendorf, but he's absolutely spanked that one, Josh Philippe, and that one's a 6 out deep mid-wicket. Berendorf had been having a good over up until then, but Philippe is just such a class batsman, and he does just wait for it beautifully down to the knee and just whacks that one hard. Josh Philippe gets the first 6 of the night, and hopefully not the last as well. Bancroft is a good batsman. He is indeed. He managed to get his 50 in the other match, which was very impressive for him. And I added the 2011 Super Rugby into song for my new video. I don't get copyrighted, says Henry Samuel. Hopefully you don't, mate. But yeah, for back to the question about rugby live stream, hopefully within the next couple days. That was well bowled, though, from Berendorf. And because of it, it is the end of the over. 3 overs gone, 22 for none at the moment for the Sydney Sixers. We want them getting robbed because Rain won them the game last year, says Gig Cash as well. So it will be interesting to see. Hopefully we don't get any rain, though, because it is normally, I remember the Melbourne Stars versus Perth Scorchers game that I did. We had about maybe an hour of rain delay, and then it did get called off in the end. So I had a hour of playing cricket 19, I believe it was. Go Perth, Perth, says Tyson as well in the chat. But that was a great shot from Josh Philippe there for the 6. Slog sweep, as they said. There is a little bit of sun in the background, perhaps, so that is a little bit nice. A bit may miss or hit, says Morecake. Hopefully it does miss for now. We do want to see a full 40-over game of cricket. And we have also got Go Perth from Tyson once again. Mitchell Marsh, know what happened in qualifier 1 with him. Said Satwant, is that the LBW? Because yes, he was. It was an interesting call. There was a noise, but I don't think he got bad on it, but he wasn't very happy at all. Mitch Marsh. Oh, AJ Ty pitches the ball up, and that is just going to be, oh no, misfield from Livingston. And because of it, it did lead to 2 runs there. Yes, Dyson said good cash as well. It's up north, said Morecake for the rain. It's no rain coming at this stage, which is very good news for us at this stage. Oh, yes, and of course, these 2 sides. And at the end of the day, they are showing that James Vince and AJ Ty, they have a little bit of history here. And they are going to be, oh, it's gone off the edge there, a top edge. And James Vince gets 4 runs straight behind the keeper. Yeah, there is a bit of history in the last match, of course, with that wide when Vince was sitting on 98. But the Sixers are on fire so far. And like they are saying, you can't look away. And I am absolutely loving it. At this stage, I don't need to go to school on Monday or Sunday and Monday because of the long weekend, says Henry Samuel. That is a big benefit for a lot of people, I believe. A lot of people will get that Monday off as well, which is why we are looking at possibly doing a live stream or something on that day. His name is Andrew or AJ. Says good cash. I thought it was Andrew Ty, but then they have AJ Ty down, and I was trying to think of where I got the name Andrew from, but obviously. I guess it is his actual name. So luckily, I haven't quite been calling him the wrong name here. Who would you rather to win, says Arlo Ryan? To be honest, the team that plays the better cricket in this finals match. Oh, no. Both of them are at the same end. AJ Ty missed the stumps, but they have still got the run out. And Josh Philippe has been run out there. Unfortunately, he was saying yes. James Vince was saying no. AJ Ty missed the stumps there, and I thought for a second it was going to be overthrows. But AJ Ty, tell you what, that is interesting here. James Vince was turning around, and unfortunately, that is going to be the first wicket for the Sydney Sixers here. Josh Philippe, a man who could have gotten a lot of runs here. He did bring up his 500th, but he would have been liking a lot more. And we have also got wicket from everyone. I signed up for rugby union, says Morecake. Hopefully you will go all right at that, mate, as well. I might play rugby league soon. Do you know what happened in the World Cup final 2019, says Satwan? I do indeed, with the ball hit in Ben Stokes' bat. I was watching that game at about 4 a.m., I think it was. And yeah, it was a little bit heartbreaking for the New Zealand fans. I'm really sorry I have to go. I might be back. Sorry. Hope you get lots of views and likes. Bye, says Harry Ross. No worries, mate. See you later. It is good to see you once again. And there is an absolute, just no one knows what really happened there, but it is Daniel Hughes now who is going to be at the crease. James Vince is still on strike, and I feel like with that run out, they now need to move on and try and get as many runs as they can. James Vince has almost got to get that 100 to make up for that little run out mishap there. And that is a wide down the lead side for Ty. And we have got run out. Yes, boys, says goal first. And then we have also got Morecake said don't spoil. Yeah, I am a little bit behind. So unfortunately, sometimes the chat is a little bit ahead of me. Big wicket says good cash. It is indeed. Josh Philippe, a very talented player, already hit the 6. And now it is going to be very interesting. Who is better, Dan Carter or John Olomu? They're both good in their own ways. I feel like Dan Carter, for his kicking ability, is very strong, but John Olomu, very strong individual as well when it comes to size and power, and also a little bit of pace. RIP Lomu, says James Gordon as well. And then we have also got Let's Go Perth, done, bowling lads, says Liam as well. Tyson, sorry, I must have said goal first. Unfortunately, yeah, when I'm reading the chat as quickly as I can, I end up saying the game attack, but it is Tyson, of course. Was not expecting that, says Arlo Ryan. I think we're going to have a lot of twists and turns throughout this match. Big swing from James Vince outside the off stump, not able to connect. And at the moment, Ty 7 runs. at the moment off his 5 balls. RIP Jololomu as well, says Henry Samuel. Be a pro on Rugby Challenge 4. Could be coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. Hamish, my man, says Henry Samuel as well. And we have also got Sat Want, super over, second innings, last ball, Jofra Archer to Martin. See, I can't quite remember that one. That's the thing. With my cricketing memory, it is sometimes poor. Or James Vince tries to hit that one in the air, and that one is in the gap. Well fielded there. Lovely fielding from Liam Livingston there. And that is going to be 2 runs to finish this over. So there's already been a wicket. 31 runs off the 4 overs of the power play. Yep, he died in 2018. Said Moorcape 4 is John Alamu. Dead says good cash. And then we have also got, I'm going to wait till the chat calms down, says James Gordon. I know it is absolutely popping off at the moment, and I appreciate all of you being here. I haven't actually had a chance to look at the likes either. We are sitting on 15 at the moment, so we are flying up there as well. And we have got good cash Hesido as well. But nonetheless, this is looking like, even this early in the match, it's going to be an absolute fantastic matchup, hopefully. And hopefully the rain stays away as well. I said a lot of hopefullys there, but I think that maybe it will stay fine. No, 2015, says James Gordon as well. But at the moment, James Vince sitting on 21 of 16. Josh Philippe run out, only was able to get 9 runs. Moorcake has said sad as well in the chat. But it is a very nice day at the moment at the SCG by the looks of it. It is Behrendorff running in once again. 3 overs in a row is normally a risk because of the fact that the batsmen have normally gotten used to it. Yeah, but because of the fact that Hughes is out there now, he has got a single off his first ball. Philippe absolutely whacked that one for 6 that they are showing. And then unfortunately, it is going to be a little bit unfortunate that Philippe isn't going to be at the crease there after World Cup final. Ben Stokes plays an important role in Ashes, says Sat Want. Yeah, it was and they are saying at the moment that it is going against the Perth Scorchers a little bit up until that run out, so maybe the momentum will be shifting here. And then we have got Cats in the chat as well from Moorcake. Well played and well bowled from Behrendorff. He is looking like he has found his line and length at the moment. Other than that 6 to Philippe, has been very sharp with his bowling so far. Okay. They have just said a very interesting fact, and that is the fact that this is the first time in a BBL final that the run out has been the first wicket. That was in the air from James Vincent. That is going to go all the way to the boundary between the men in the mid-wicket gap. And Colin Munro is out there. I haven't seen Jason Roy, though. I'm going to have to go. I'll be back at the 8th or 9th over, said Arlo Ryan. I want to see a $100 donation, says Gig Cash. I'm not sure whether we will get one of those. I don't even think we got a $1 donation on the last one. But yeah, there is the donation button there. But yeah, I'm not sure whether anyone will be donating $100, that is for sure. And 2 times he plays for an important role for England, says Sat Want. Yeah, Ben Stokes, he is a very talented player. And that is just a single there for James Vince once again, sitting on 26 off 19. He is going to be wanting to go all the way to that 100. And how great would it be going from 98 in the last one, and then he could get the 100 here. I have enjoyed listening by, I think that is going to be from the Rugby Opinion, or Ryan, sorry. So we will see you later, mate, if that is the case. When did Bruce Lee die, says James Gordon? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't actually have that information. I assume someone in the chat might know, though. Pole shot there from James Vince. From Daniel Hughes. And those of you who remember the last match between these guys, it was interesting. He did play the pull shot when he got the short ball, Hughes, and it did lead to 4 runs, which almost meant that James Vince wasn't going to get his 100 then. He did leave a couple balls, and then that was when the wide from Andrew Tye occurred. But James Vince at the moment sitting on 26 off 19, plenty of time as well to get himself to that 100 if he wants it. I think it was at 1973 as well. Do you know what is the birthplace of Ben Stokes? It's in New Zealand, isn't it? James Vince has just gone bang out square leg way. And that is another 6 for the Sydney Sixers. How many 6s are they going to get? Perhaps 6 throughout this innings, although it looks like possibly they are going to be able to get more than 6. We have got a whole heap of cats and bananas in the chat from Moorcake. You never know. Says Good Cash as well. But yeah, I believe Ben Stokes was born in New Zealand, if I'm not wrong. Or somewhere, New Zealand or Australia? I think New Zealand. That is a very good 6 for James Vince. He has been finding the middle of the bat more times than not lately. Should either team use their sub? Says Sport Reactions. That is a good question. And I feel like I'm not too sure. The Sixers have used ball in the past. I don't know whether they'll go to Pope. It will depend on how much spin perhaps this man here, Fawad Ahmed, will get on this wicket. He did bowl very well in the last match against the Brisbane Heat. Is he going to be able to get another wicket here against the Sydney Sixers in this final? That is a big question. At the moment, he said 17 matches, 14 wickets. And my cat says more cake as well. My cat, as he has said there. But nonetheless, Fawad Ahmed, is he going to be able to get 1 or 2 wickets in this big match? We have had 5 overs gone already. We've only got 15 more of the Sydney Sixers batting. And then we will have to wait and see what the Perth Scorchers are going to be able to do. Satwan has said, yes, you are right. I did think that it was New Zealand. I'm going to do an age reveal when we hit 2K subs. I think we are still a little way away. Perhaps a 1.2K might be more on the cards. Are they going to run 2 here? No, it is just going to be a single down to long on, I believe it was. Or it must have been actually long off because it was the lefty Hughes. But I am extremely excited to see how this match goes. And anyone who hasn't given their prediction already, be sure to let me know in the chat who you think is going to be able to win this match. And Morecake said it's dark, and I can't find my cat. What colour is your cat, Morecake? And do they glow in the dark? Ben Stokes was born in Christchurch, says Golf Force. Or Golf, sorry, says Tyson. I keep calling you Golf first, but that was a very nice lobby ball from Fawad Ahmed. Seeing if James Vince wanted to try and swing a little bit. He did, said good cash as well. But Fawad Ahmed, 2 singles off his over so far. Tabby says more cake. Oh, yeah, he might blend in a little bit, or she, depending on what. Oh, that was a little bit too full, though, from Fawad Ahmed. That is going to be fielded in the deep by Bancroft. So that answers the question. I would assume that Bancroft is there instead of Jason Roy. I think we already slightly knew that. But nonetheless, Bancroft will get another chance, possibly at the start or the top of the order. It's she, says more cake as well. His family live in New Zealand, I think, says Satwant. I think, yeah, you might be right with that one, Satwant. Fawad Ahmed bowled nicely once again out to deep cover. It is just going to be the single 95 Ks. That ball was a little bit quicker. Is he going to try a little bit of a lobby one here to Daniel Hughes? Ryan said, I have enjoyed listening. I'm not leaving, don't worry. Okay, that is good to hear, mate. Hopefully, we will have plenty more action in this match between these two sides because it is the final. So it's going to be very exciting to see who wins this BBL 10 trophy. And it does light up a little bit, the trophy. That was well fielded by Hardy there. Managed to keep it to just the single. And at the moment, Fawad Ahmed, 5 singles off his first 5 balls of his over. Are they going to try and go bang here? The next 3 batsmen for the Sydney Sixers, Henriquez, Silk, and Christian, can all hit a long ball. So it may be a pretty decent size total for them. He's gone in the air, James Vince. And it's gone just short of the man at long off. So that is 6 sixes, or 6 singles, sorry, for Fawad Ahmed's first over. Well bowled from him. And then we have also got, no, says more cake. And then I'm doing my career mode now, says good cash. Is that on Cricket 19 or Rugby Challenge 4? Good cash. And Tyson has said, I got to go. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in while you did. Hopefully, whoever you wanted to win will be able to win this match. And Renas, but do you play FIFA Man? I haven't played it recently. Me and Dad used to do a couple of the manager mode seasons and whatnot, but I haven't really played it in terms of Ultimate Team and all that kind of thing. I haven't really ever gotten too into that. At the moment, it has been more rugby and cricket games. But nonetheless, at the moment, the Sydney Sixers are sitting on 50 for 1 off 6. They are showing Sydney in the background. It is looking pretty nice at the SCG Cricket 19 says good cash. Hopefully, you will be able to get a big score for your T20 internationals that you're playing. But nonetheless, I will quickly have a wee look. Don't have Rugby Challenge says good cash, but we are sitting on 16 likes at the moment, so I'm very happy with that. So thank you all very much for that as well. And it is going to be Hardy by the sounds of it. Yes, he is. He is running in. It's well bowled, and that is going to be a single to James Vince. And that takes him up to 36 off 24 balls. It's looking sharp. Test match versus NZ, so hopefully you will be able to possibly get the win, even though it is against New Zealand. If you have a good innings with the bat, I will allow it. But Hardy at the moment, 10 wickets in his 17 matches for the Perth Scorchers in BBL 10. Is he going to be able to get a wicket here? That is a big question. If they can get the wicket of perhaps Vince before about the 10th over, I think that the Sydney Sixers will well and truly start slowing down for their run rate. Well, I play FIFA 21 and I have made a comp called Contenders Cup, says Aaron. That sounds impressive. Oh, that was a nice shot from Hughes. It was a good ball from Hardy as well. But Daniel Hughes, a very talented batsman. And are they going to be able to get any dot balls in the next few? The Perth Scorchers at the moment, the partnership is 24 off 18 between these two. I defended a short ball and got out. Said good cash. Oh, no. I feel like that it's become a trend. I feel like anytime I'm doing a live stream, your cricketing luck just seems to go away, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shot from James Vince through out deep mid-wicket. He is loving that gap, and that one is a 4 for him. And he has moved up to 40 off 25. So at this stage, the 100 could well and truly be on for James Vince. And we have got India versus New Zealand in World Test Championship final, says Satwant. Oh, it could be very interesting to see who would win that one. It is at Lord's, I believe. So hopefully it does go ahead. And Ivan has put, when is the next podcast? That is a great question. At the moment, Isaac doesn't actually have internet where he is because he has shifted houses. So because of that, we haven't actually been able to film one in the past few weeks. But hopefully he will be having it by about late February, I think he has been told. So it could still be a couple of weeks away, but hopefully it won't be too far away. That is the Kiwi Lads podcast channel for those of you who don't know about it. And then we have also got good commentary from Ryan. Thank you very much, mate. That's the preseason one. I know, right, said good cash as well. And we have got Jason has said hi. Welcome to the live stream, Jason. At the moment, the Sydney Sixers are looking pretty sharp, other than, of course, the wicket of Josh Philippe, a run out between him and Vince. And it could be a little bit interesting to see what total they can get to now. I feel like they're going for about 180 at this stage, the Sydney Sixers, if not more, if James Vince can continue right through the innings. History of Japan, it got warmer, so the icebergs melted and the lots of trees, and it's beautiful. Oh, that one's gone straight up in the air, top edge, but it is going to be going for 4, almost 6. I think it just went for 6 from Daniel Hughes with a top edge. Accidental 6, they have called it. And that, like they are saying, that's not really fair. No more. Let's go, says good cash. And then good shot there, I guess, from Hughes. A top edge going all the way for 6. They are saying it's not fair to the bowler. Who do I think will win? That is a great question. And I feel like the Sydney Sixers, because of the home ground advantage, they have got 75% attendance here. And I feel like, James Vince almost run out opportunity there. 13 off it for Hardy's first over. But I feel like at this stage, Sydney Sixers might be able to get this win. But it will be interesting to see how it goes. Is it good if I tell you who is the quarterfinals in the Contenders Cup? Go for it, Enron, although I probably won't know who they are, but they might be rather impressive. They are just showing Michael Klinger's catch at Marvel Stadium. He was doing an interview, turned around, and he took the catch. And it was very well done from him. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that is for sure. 7 overs gone. It's flying by at the moment. I'm loving every second of it. Go on, Scorchers. You can do this, says Prestige. Yeah, it's going to be a close game, that is for sure. I have a feeling that both of these sides, I want to say it's going to come down to the last over once again, but it's going to be interesting. Jason has said I'm going for Perth as well. Jai Richardson now is going to be bowling. Is he going to be able to get the wicket here? Good slow ball there. James Vince through the gap, though. And it is just going to be a single out to deep cover, which is Colin Munro, the Kiwi boy. Will he have a decent game with the bat? That is the question. And Jai Richardson, it seems the less wickets he gets, the angrier he gets at the moment, Jai Richardson. So hopefully he does get one soon. And we have got, and it's just a preseason comp, says good cash as well. And Prestige says the same. We have got Johnny Blaze in the chat. Hey, mate, patchy reception just passing by. Good to see you, bro. I'll be back in action in a week when I return home. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you as well, Johnny Blaze. Anyone who doesn't know, Johnny Blaze was doing a bit of building work for his father, so the reception and the internet isn't great for him, but it is very good to see you, mate. Hope you are well and hope you are going to be, although you don't really follow cricket, I was going to say hope your team that you are going for will win. Daniel Hughes fell over a little bit there, but he was able to get the single. In the end, he might want some new sneakers, perhaps. At this stage, Man United versus Barcelona and Liverpool for Group 1, or Liverpool versus PSG, is the teams that are going to be playing. And at least, yeah, it's very good to see you, Johnny Blaze. All slower ball from Jai Richardson. And it is going to be a single for James Vince, who has moved up to 43 off 28 balls. He is looking very impressive here, Vince, once again. And it is one of those things that when you end up, it was a lead by, so he is still on 42. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I am very excited. Predictivers has said 181 is going to be the score for the Sydney Sixers. I feel like, yeah, a total like that, scoreboard pressure can be a big thing in a final. But the Perth Scorchers, if their top order can deliver, they may even be able to get it done with only a couple wickets down. And Harry is back as well. Welcome back, mate. And I started high school and I forgot my locker code, says more cake. That is a good shot from Daniel Hughes, but it is going to be a wicket. Colin Munro takes it only about this far from the wicket. And that is the end of Daniel Hughes. Wicket, 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 says Harry. And that is the second to fall for the Sydney Sixers. And like they are saying, that boundary might be a little bit further than the others. Stop spoiling, says Moorcake as well. That is a great take from Munro. He was very lucky not to be right on that line. Will you stream Indigenous versus Maori on the 20th? That is, of course, for the Rugby League. I'm not too sure because of the fact that I feel like I haven't really been following it as well as I should for Rugby League. So I possibly wouldn't know too many other players, but I could do if that is something that you guys want to see perhaps. And we have got Slow Down, Harry says good cash. And we have also got Fish Wish in the chat. Perth will win. That is the prediction. And they have just got the wicket. Jai Richardson has got it. Like I was saying, he does look angrier and angrier when he doesn't get them. But now he has got his first and maybe not his last for this match. Sitting on 1 for 12 off 1.4 at the moment, Jai Richardson. They are having a great time on commentary with Liam Livingston at the moment. We have got a few Englishmen actually. All they are saying that it is a little bit wet. Wait till he says the wicket says get cash as well. But it is going to be very interesting to see how many runs Henriquez can get. But it is James Vince on strike. Jai Richardson bowls it. And it has gone out cover. It is just going to be a single there. And by the looks of it, the Sydney Sixers, they will be wanting a few more runs on the board. Run rate of 8.55 at the moment. They have still got a power surge, of course. But Daniel Hughes just not quite able to get it all the way to the boundary. And he does go for 13. Sorry, says Harry Ross as well. No worries, mate. I have enjoyed listening, but I have to go, says Ryan. See you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll check rain, says more cake once again. Checks rain. Jai Richardson now steaming in once again. He has got his wickets, and now he wants another. It is a slow ball off the edge. And that is going to be 4 runs for Henriquez with a strike rate of 400. Now the first ball he faces does go for 4, Henriquez. And I mean, that doesn't really get rid of the nerves, I don't think, for Henriquez because of the fact that it was off the edge. Yes, he has got some runs on the ball, but he didn't find the middle of the bat at all. Did try and go for that ball a little bit, Henriquez, and because of it, he did get it straight off the edge. Would have been a stock standard catch for first or second slip, perhaps, if this was a test match, but it is T20, no slips involved for the Perth Scorchers, and because of it now, it is another 4. Checks rain, and nothing says more cake, so that is a good sign at the moment that we might not be having any rain throughout this match, and I really hope it does stay away. But at the moment, James Vince is sitting on 43 off 29. Henriquez 4 off 1, and Daniel Hughes, the last wicket, went for 13 off 10. Do you play cricket in New Zealand, said Harry Ross? I don't play for a team, but I do have, I've had a few nets sessions lately with the bat. So maybe next season I might look at having a go with a certain team, perhaps. We have got meows from Moorcake as well. Berendorf now bowling his 4th over, and James Vince has just hit it for 6 out extra cover. And tell you what, when you're on, and James Vince is well and truly on at the moment in these finals games, and all of a sudden he's on 49 already, and it's only 8.1 overs. Berendorf, he is getting to bowl again. He's going to have all 4 of his overs before the 10-over mark, so perhaps looking at subbing him out. It could be, maybe they're going to do the X-Factor player perhaps here, the Perth Scorchers, and Harry Ross has said nice as well. And good says good cash, and that is going to be the 50 for James Vince. It is just going to be the 2 runs. It is Mitch Marsh who fields that one. He has got 2 there, James Vince, 51 off 31. I'm going to give him a little round of applause because at the moment he is showing that he possibly does want that 100 he couldn't get the other night. He is going to leave no no chance of it going to the end of the match. Are there two Sodies on New Zealand, said Gidcash. Of course, there are a few glitches on Cricket 19, I believe. Behrendorff now with the slow ball. That's a shot from James Vince as well. And they are looking for just the single there. But James Vince, he is looking like he is going to lead the Sydney Sixers in terms of the run so far in this innings and continue to. At the moment, they're going at a run rate of 9.41. Partnership 14 off 5 at the moment. These two are going at a quick rate. And James Vince, I believe that was the third six of the innings so far for the Sydney Sixers. I am hoping that we do get to see 6 just for the sake of being able to say 6 sixes. And we have got a long time since I ain't seen Freddie. Been a year since I see Philly White cops trying to lock my brothers. See James Gordon. I'm not too sure what most of that means, James. But I assume someone's trying to lock up your friends or something, maybe. I just got reviewed on and just umpire's call. Says Gidcash. Does that mean you're out or are you still not out? Gidcash, do let me know. But Philippe, they are showing him there. Of course, he was run out early in this innings. And it could be a costly wicket. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. Behrendorff now bowling it. It is a single for Henriquez. Oh, he is just looking like he is going to be tapping it around a little bit. Henriquez trying to find the middle of the bat since that first ball that he faced was the edge. It's a song, says James Gordon. What is the song called? I feel like, I don't really listen to hip, or is it hip hop or rap that song would fall into? I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, Behrendorff now is sitting on 35 for none at the moment. Last ball of his spell. Is he going to be able to end it with a wicket against James Vince? It is a slow ball, and it is just going to be the single. So he's going for 9 and over Behrendorff, but he has bowled all 4 now. And I would think that maybe they are looking at swapping him out for the X Factor player, perhaps. Kia Haha says more cake, and we have got other Ryan saying hi as well. 6 says Gidcash, and not out as well. So that is a good sign. But James Vince at the moment, 5 fours, 2 sixes for the man. Osrill said James Gordon as well for the name of the song or possibly the artist. I'm not too sure. But yeah, James Vince is using mid-wicket beautifully at the moment. And then he also had the shot there that went out extra cover. And it is just an absolute perler from James Vince. And I feel like maybe the 100 is on the cards. It is going to be Fawad Ahmed who is going to be bowling once again. His first over only going for 6 runs. Artist says James Gordon as well. But yeah, how many runs do you guys think the Perth Scorchers, will the Sydney Sixers get in this first innings? Do you think they will be able to get over 200 here at the rate they are going? Or do you think that they will be slowed down a little bit, possibly around that 180 mark? But do let me know your predictions. It is Fawad Ahmed once again who is going to be bowling to Vince, the man who has already got his 50. And that has been hit down the ground too long off for just the single. But Fawad Ahmed, if he can go for 24 singles, I'm sure he wouldn't be too disappointed with that, although I'm sure he'd like to take a wicket as well, Fawad Ahmed. I hope after Monaco Oval, other Ryan said 98 runs. So I assume, is that supposed to be 198, Arlo, or just 98? Because they are only at the moment 15 runs away from that, and they still have 11 overs left. Fawad Ahmed now, that is going to be a single there, possibly 2 here for Henriquez. He has found a little bit of a gap, and because of it, it is good running. No, it's not. They only got the single. I was sure that they were going to get 2 there. All out for 90, says Gidcash as well. If it's in this game, then they will have to get a few more wickets, but then also maybe... Then maybe that is for his one. Oh, that's worth a shout for Fawad Ahmed, but just pitching outside leg, I believe. Almost at the wicket of Vince there, Fawad Ahmed. And if he can get that wicket, the Perth Scorchers maybe would go back to favourites in this match. Because at the moment, very close, but Fawad Ahmed, like the look of that one. But it is a dot ball, which I'm sure he won't mind too much. That is hit. Oh, that could almost be a run out. No, they haven't run there. And it is another dot ball for Fawad Ahmed. And then we've got, I'll be back from more cake. No worries, mate. Fawad Ahmed running in once again. Oh, bit of spin there on this SCG wicket at the moment. They are saying that the outfield is quite wet at the SCG. So that could play factor a little bit. And we have also got the fact that at the moment, fun fact, England are sitting at 473 for 5. Ollie Pope has just gone out, but they are looking pretty sharp in India by the looks of it. 2 wickets for Perth, says James Gordon as well. Real life says Gig Cash. So at the moment, 10 overs, another good over from Fawad Ahmed, only going for the 5. And that is going to be interesting to see who is going to be using their power or their X-Factor players here in this match. They are showing a couple burgers from McDonald's. Now I'm getting a little bit hungry, but nonetheless, it will be interesting. Are the X-Factor players going to play factor in this match? Who wins, South Africa or Australia, says Sport Reactions? Are we talking rugby or are we talking cricket? What format of cricket as well for that question, Sport Reactions? Do let me know. It is a very good question. Who are they going to be? Are they going to be subbing Behrendorff off here because of the fact that he did bowl all of his overs? Cricket test, says Sport Reactions. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, it's a hard one because it was going to be in South Africa, although it did get cancelled, didn't it? So I'd say South Africa at home maybe, but then Aussie have got a few very good bowlers as well and decent batsmen, so maybe it could have gone either way. What Joe Root gets said, Good Cash, I don't actually quite know that information. It was only the notification that I got for the wicket. What is your prediction for the game, says Harry Ross. Hope Sixers win as well, says Uncle Bills. I think the Sixers will put on 180, and then from there, I think the Perth Scorchers will get close, and I think it will go down to the last over, and I'm not sure what way it will go from there. At the moment, they are sitting on 87 for 2 after the first 10 overs, so I feel like they will speed up from here, and they also have the option of their power surge, and they've got Nathan Lyon. They have got Gary on the mic at the moment. We have got, I just chose Sydney instead of Perth because I haven't been to Sydney, says James Gordon as well. And tell you what, it is looking like an atmosphere at the moment at the SCG. They've got 75% attendance, which is very great to see. And Harry Ross says, but okay as well. But yeah, how many runs other than the 98 and the all out for 90? Have we got any predictions around that 170 or maybe a few more for the Sydney Sixers? 15th of February is when Nathan Lyon's next game is going to be by the sounds of it. But James Vince at the moment is sitting on 55 off 37. Henriquez 8 off 5. And they have still got a power surge that they can use. And I heard that Sydney is a big place, says James Gordon. So I guess with that theory, more people equals more chance of being able to find good cricketers. Tell you what, X Factor not activated by either team. So that is interesting. I thought with them bowling 4 Behrendorff overs within that first 10, I thought maybe they would take him off. But the X Factor at this stage has not been used by either team. It is Hardy who is bowling a second over, and it starts with a dot ball. I only have 4% on charge, says Good Cash. That is not ideal, mate. It might cut out very soon. If that is the case, I will thank you very much for tuning in. 3 now, says Good Cash. It is getting closer and closer. And all of a sudden, if we don't hear from Good Cash for a little bit, it is because his phone is completely cut out. Hardy now, another good ball there to James Vince. 2 dot balls in a row. They are talking about Nathan Lyon, how he did do that documentary, and it was on many times throughout the test. He is saying about, but nonetheless, 10.2 overs gone, 87 for 2 at the moment. Hardy now, that's a big shot from Vince. That is one way to counter what Hardy was doing. He was pitching it up on the offside. He missed the last 2, and James Vince decided to step to the leg side a little bit more, or step to the offside, sorry, and he just smacks it for 6 once again. So that is 4 sixes so far in the Sydney Sixers over. It was a great shot from James Vince. He is loving that mid-wicket boundary at the moment. And we are loving watching it as well for James Vince. Can he get to that 100 that he was so close to getting in the last match? That is the big question. And at the moment, it is looking like he might be able to. And at the moment, they have still got the power surge up their sleeve. Boundaries, 4s, 6 of them, and 6s, 5 of them. I have miscounted, but now we have got 6. I can now read cricket scoreboard, said James Gordon as well. And I guess that is because of the fact that some of you guys probably, that's a shot from James Vince. And when you're on, you're on. And James Vince has just hit it out backward point, and Hardy can't believe it. But yeah, I feel like because of the fact that most of you guys have come from the rugby videos, like now that we are doing cricket as well, some of you guys have got to understand the game a little bit more, which is quite awesome because of the fact that maybe without some of these live streams, some of you guys may not have been that interested in cricket. So I do thank you very much for tuning in and hope that you are enjoying the game as much as I do. Try and get 100. I'm at 34 at the moment, says Good Cash. Keep on pushing, mate. You will be able to get there, hopefully. And do keep us updated if you do get there as well. Hardy at the moment sitting on 23 for none off 1.4. Almost the most expensive bowler so far, I have a feeling. Well bowled, though. Good pitched up delivery. Just the single, though. And at this stage, I think the Perth Scorchers will be wanting as many singles and dots as they can with the rate that they have been scoring boundaries. The Sydney Sixers, we have got, will you put your podcast on Spotify, said Uncle Bills. That was originally part of the plan, although we're not too sure. With Isaac not having the Wi-Fi at the moment, we're not too sure when that would be able to happen. But hopefully, if we do get the chance to, it will be pretty awesome. At the moment, my live coverage has frozen a little bit. Joe Root is still actually in at the moment. I just switched to Sky Sport 1 for a second, and it was a dot ball to finish that over of Hardy, I believe. Or it might have been a single, I'm not too sure. I did actually miss that ball. Rugby and cricket are my two favourite sports, says Harry Ross. So this is the channel for you, mate. We are going to be following all of Super Rugby Aotearoa, maybe even some of Super Rugby AU as well. And hopefully, we will be able to do all of those games, as well as keep on playing Rugby Challenge and Cricket 19 and cricket-related games, rugby-related games, a lot. And maybe even some games that aren't related to those two, but just games that we do enjoy playing. We have got, it'll be a maiden one, says Good Cash. I came from the cricket as well. Or it will be my maiden one, says Good Cash, for that statement of the century. At the moment, James Vince is sitting on 66 of 42. And there's still 9 overs to come, so he could well and truly get the new high score for the Sydney Sixers. Imagine that, one finals game, he gets the highest score ever for a Sydney Sixers batsman, which was 98, I believe it was. He overtook Josh Philippe there. And then now if he was going to be able to add his name up the top of the list as well, it would be very impressive. What a ball that is from Liam Livingstone to his fellow Englishman there. Very well bowled from him. A little bit of taking the pace off, perhaps, for the Perth Scorchers tactics here. So they are bowling Liam Livingstone, who doesn't seem to be terrible. Oh, that's a great ball once again, and that actually spun quite a bit for Liam Livingstone. James Vince not quite reading him at the moment. 2 dot balls in a row for Livingstone here. Do you know the Western Forces, Harry Ross? I know of them, but I just don't really know too many other players. But if I saw them on a list, I probably would. But I haven't really followed too much of the Western Forces rugby and cricket, soccer and basketball is my favourite for sports, says James Gordon. I'm just watching. And James Vince has hit another one out to that mid-wicket boundary, and it didn't look like he was going to be able to find a gap there, but he's just hitting the ball that hard that it's just going like a bullet. Bancroft, no chance there out on that mid-wicket boundary. James Vince at the moment, that is the 100 up. Oh, hit down the ground with a little bit of air on that one. And it is another single for Vince. So now he's on 71 for 47. Hey, I'm back just out of shower, said Jason. Welcome back, mate. I'm going to all the games, says Harry Ross, for the Western Force, the Super Rugby AU, I assume that is. And that is starting in only a couple of weeks as well. And Liam Livingstone has been hit through the gap. Henriquez has done well, but well fielded there by Behrendorff as well. And that is possibly going to be 3 or maybe even 4 runs there. They did get 3 in the end. Didn't look too sharp in the outfield from Bancroft and also Colin Munro. I think it was. They were kind of looking at each other. We will never know if I get 100 till tomorrow, says Good Cash. And then we have got Harry Ross that said yeah as well. And James has put free Noah Rogers. I believe he is possibly in bed at the moment. No, he did say earlier on that he had to go. But nonetheless, he did bowl decently there, Liam Livingstone, getting plenty of turn on the ball. So that will be a very good sign for possibly Steve O'Keefe or Stephen O'Keefe, sorry, because of the fact that he has been taking wickets for fun this BBL, and maybe he will be able to take a few in this finals matchup. But I should mention for the first time today, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are currently on the road to 2,000 subscribers. The last BBL live stream did very well, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this one as well for the final. We are sitting on 17 likes at the moment. So if you do want to leave a like, please do as well. It is very much appreciated. But James Vince at the moment is sitting on 71 of 47. Imagine having 100 wickets, says James Gordon. Or maybe one day on my Cricket 19 career mode, I would be able to get to that. But 100 wickets in one season would be insane, to say the least, because of the fact that you would be taking possibly around 80%. And you'd have to just bowl out every team that you're facing and pretty much get all of those wickets that way. I fixed my PS4, says Morecake. That is good news for you as well, mate. But Henriquez at the moment is sitting on 13 off 8. He is just finding his eye at the moment, Henriquez. He doesn't have to go too quick because at the moment, James Vince at the other end is flying. Run rate of 8.88 at the moment for the Sydney Sixers. It is going to be a single there. It's going to be a little bit tight. Almost a run-out opportunity to get James Vince there. But Bancroft not quite able to hit the stumps. It would have been close, but I think he may have been just in there, James Vince. But it is very good to see the SCG crowd is absolutely loving it at the moment because of the fact that we have got a match at the SCG rather than Monaco Oval. They are having 75% attendance for this game, but it is still very good to see that they have got cricket at the SCG once again. I fixed my PS4 controller, says James Gordon. That is also good news, mate. Hopefully it does still now works for you. What was wrong with it, by the way, James? And what was wrong with your PS4 Morecake? Predictivist still says around that 180, 183 is the guest tyres bowling now. James Vince, I thought he almost had a little bit of an edge on that one when he did try and play the pull shot, but I believe it must have missed because no one appealed. But James Vince at the moment sitting on 71 of 48, partnership of 43 off 29. They are going very speedily, and they still have a power surge here. So with that power surge, possibly, could they get to that 200? I don't know whether they'll quite get there. I think 180 is still a decent prediction, but then scoreboard pressure in a final could be the difference. That is a well-bowled ball from AJ Tye there. It was almost an in-swinging knuckleball or something like that, 120 Ks. It looks slower than that, but it was a beauty from AJ Tye, and somehow James Vince was able to get something on it. Oh, it does hit the back of his leg there. That is a brilliant ball from AJ Tye there. And in the end, it just swung that far. And they are saying that he wasn't playing a shot there, James Vince, perhaps. It was the HDMI, says Morecake, as well. But yeah, that was an interesting one. Jane Warner's saying maybe he didn't try and hit the ball. And that is once again another edge for Henriquez. He has scored the most of his runs behind the wicket at the moment. And we have also got my little brother broke the plug and wire. And it's stuck in there. We are showing the replay of the edge for Henriquez. Well, woman, the way the time cold, I want to keep you warm. I want the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. And girl, I got the right tactics to... the song says Casey Judd as well. Interesting one. What is that song called? Oh, Henriquez hit it in the air and it is taken. And unfortunately for him, should have kept on getting those edges because they were getting him the runs. But Henriquez is now on his way, 18 off 11 balls there. And AJ Tye able to get that wicket in the end. Henriquez, unfortunately for him, it's a straight to Hardy it was. And now all of a sudden the power surge is in question. Are they going to be willing to take it here? And temperature from Sean Paul, says Casey Judd as well, is what that song is. But Moses Henriquez, that is, out for 18. Caught Hardy, bowled Tye, and that could change the momentum in this match. But it is going to be Jordan Silk, who is very quick between the wickets and also a very decent batsman. And at the moment, the Sydney Sixers, they've had a couple big overs. But other than that, it's kind of been pretty consistent. The first over was a very good one from Behrendorff, only going for the 1 or 2 runs, I believe it was. I should fix my old PS4 so I can access my stuff, says James Gordon. That would be a pretty good idea. And Jordan Silk now. He has had 16 matches this BBL 10, 365 runs, and his best is 78, and he would be loving to get somewhere near that in this match, although he might not quite have the time to. 13 overs down, 7 to go for the Sydney Sixers batting innings. It is Livingston who gets another one. He drags it down a little bit, but it is hit out through the gap for James Vince, and that's going to be 4. He is just hitting the ball with such perfection at the moment, James Vince. He's just finding the middle of the bat every time. Was a little bit dragged down for Livingston. And then James Vince is just too strong out through the offside as well. Colin Munro was never going to be able to get to that one, unfortunately. And then it wouldn't connect me to the signal, says James Gordon, so that is no good for you. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Can James Vince get that 100? He is looking well and truly like he could go towards it at the moment. Oh, it was down leg side. He has turned it out mid-wicket way. And are they going to be able to get 2 here? It looks like they are. Yes, they are. Good running from the Sydney Sixers. And Vince moves up to 77 off 51. Livingston's first 2 balls of his over have gone for 6 runs so far. And the pressure is back on Liam Livingston now. What can he do with the last 4 balls of his over? He is shining it a little bit. I think he's trying to dry the ball off a little bit. They did say that the outfield is very wet at the moment at the SCG. James Vince is sitting on 77, only 23 away from the 100, and he has flown up to that 77 as well. Catch it all, almost a caught and bowled there, but that is going to be another 4 for James Vince, and he is just not missing the boundary at the moment. He's missing the fielders well and truly. Liam Livingston can't believe it. He almost had a caught and bowled opportunity there, got a finger to it, but just not quite able to stop that one. And that would have been an absolute screamer of a catch if he had taken it there, Liam Livingston. Straight down the ground, over his head, and that is 4 runs. So now 3 balls off this over, 10 runs, and Livingston's over now is becoming rather costly. What can he do here? He's got to slow down James Vince's momentum. Oh, he's hit it hard. Again, James Vince. It has gone out to deep cover, though, for just the single. And he moves up to 82. And I want to know in the chat, do you guys think that James Vince will be able to get us 100 in this match? He is 18 runs away. Do you think he will get there? Partnership is once again 11 off 4. So all of these partnerships lately, when the new batsmen have come to the crease, they've just been going very quickly in terms of the partnership. But now, what is Jordan Silk going to be able to do here? Like I said, he is very quick between the wickets, a very talented batsman as well. Can hit a long ball if he has to. Liam Livingston now bowling his 5th ball of the over. Oh, a little bit of spin there for him, but that one is going to be going in the gap. And it is just going to be the 2. Great fielding there from AJ Tai with the relay throw. And that is going to just be 2 runs. So at the moment, this Livingston over has gone for 13, and there is still a ball to come. So it will be very interesting to see what will happen from here. Jordan Silk on strike, only facing 1 ball so far. Oh, he was free in his arms a little bit there, Jordan Silk. A little bit of bounce and spin, he is saying, but that is a dot ball. Good finish to the over for Livingston. Pulled it back after 10 off the first 3, only had 3 off the next 3. But the partnership is sitting on 13 off 6. Are they going to be able to get this 180? Imagine watching a live stream at school and your teacher caught you and says to dislike and unsubscribe, says James Gordon. Has that happened to you? Is that a real, like, in terms of, is that a real thing that a teacher has done? Maybe not to you, but to a student in general. So I feel like that is rather an interesting tactic, to be fair. They are talking to Jordan Silk, and I have to say I am utterly impressed with any batsman who is willing to be mic'd up, or any bowler or fielder who are willing to be mic'd up as well. It just gives you another insight to the game that you wouldn't be getting from just the commentators. Yes, they are very knowledgeable, but it's just awesome to be able to hear what they are talking about. So he is saying, Jordan Silk is saying that it won't be too far away, the power surge, you wouldn't think, but it is going to be Hardy now who is bowling. And we have got FF has said, hey, welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. Perth Scorchers at the moment will need another wicket very soon. Oh, that's gone high from James Vince. No one guessed whether or not he was going to get his 100, but it has dropped. Mitch Marsh has dropped that ball. And unfortunately, that means that James Vince moves to 84 now. Aaron Hardy Can't believe it. Mitch Marsh, away crowd. James Vince, that's the huge wicket that they would have been needing there, the Perth Scorchers. You got to take those. Unfortunately, went a mile in the air. He was smiling afterwards, Mitch Marsh. He knows he should have been taking it. And on Funny Vine says James Gordon as well. Vince is a destroyer, and now he has hit it back out, and it has gone out to deep square leg. And that is another 4 for Vince, and he is sitting on 88 off 55 now. And if he did say Vince is a destroyer, he is indeed. And at the moment, he is almost trying to destroy the chances of the Perth Scorchers being able to win this match, but they have got some good batsmen as well. So you've got to go a little bit quicker than James Vince if you do want to win this one. There hasn't really been a batsman for the Sydney Sixers yet who hasn't been going round that 120, 150 strike rate. So it will be interesting to see if they can keep on going. Oh, yes, hit that one, James Vince, and when you're on, you're on. And that is going to be possibly... Oh, it was fielded by Bancroft. It was a wide Yorker. Somehow got the bat on the ball there, James Vince. And he moves to 90. Partnership 21 of 9 at the moment. And Mitch Marsh at the moment, he will be not a very popular man for the Perth Scorchers at the moment. But can James Vince get to his 100? Only 100 in the BBL final is Jake Weatherald, 115 for the Strikers off 70 balls. Oh no, says FF as well. At the moment, 135 for 3. If they keep on speeding up like this is without the power surge. So if they keep on speeding up at the rate they are going, it was against the Hurricanes in 2017, 2018. This not be happening, says FF. He is your Perth supporter, aren't you, FF, if I'm not wrong? But do let me know if I have got that around the wrong way. I have had a lot of people tell me which team they go for, and I try not to forget them. What is going on now? There is a bit of booing at the moment. Not sure what just happened. Or they might be saying that it's a no ball for the ball being off the pitch. Oh. So are they saying, no, they are just going to keep on going? I think they were trying to say that could have been a no ball there for it being off the pitch. That is a shot from James Vince, and that's going to be almost another 4, but well fielded by Liam Livingston in the deep. Every time this man hits the ball at the moment, James Vince, it looks like it is going to be absolutely going to the boundary. Yes, I am Perth fan. Aren't you? Remember, I thought it was Perth. I said it originally, but then I was a little bit worried that I had possibly gotten it round the wrong way, but I was pretty sure it was Perth. In school, my class got time out on lunch, and the boys were on strike, and the girls and the other class were just playing, says James Gordon as well. And tell you what, another James who is going pretty well at this stage. James Vince, he has moved into the 90s, 92 off 57. Like they were saying, the only other 100 is Jake Weatherald with 115, I believe it was. Can James Vince get more than that in this match? The Perth Scorchers are going to have to chase down a monumental total. If that is the case, James Vince hits it hard, and that is going to be a dot ball. Well bowled by Hardy there. And they are going to need more dot balls here, the Perth Scorchers, more wickets as well. Because I have a feeling if they can't get a wicket within the next couple wickets, or within the next couple overs, the Perth Scorchers might almost be out of this match before it began because of the fact that James Vince, he is just going to keep on going. They did say when they were talking to Jordan Silk, James Vince has decided he is just going to keep on going. Oh, it is off the edge, and that's been hit that hard. It is going to be it. Oh, Bancroft almost took an absolute screamer. And that one has gone for 3 runs there. He is on 95, and now he is going to be on strike. Englishman's always with a few. I assume that is a sensitive word, FF. But at the moment, yeah, the Englishman in this match, James Vince, also Liam Livingston, did go all right for his bowling in his first over. But will he have an impact with the bat? That's the big question. Mitch Marsh not able to take that one. And then the second one, I thought this was going to be an absolute screamer from Bancroft. Almost able to get there. Not quite able to. They are saying there was an incredible effort. They have got Fawad Ahmed bowling. And I feel like with him bowling, could be an interesting situation going on. I feel like he has got a decent chance of getting a wicket here, Fawad Ahmed. He does almost deserve one. He hasn't had the best luck throughout this BBL so far. Can he get the wicket of James Vince? That is the question. What time is New Zealand now, says FF? It is currently 10:50 p.m. Oh, he has tried it a little bit and he's out, James Vince. And Mitch Marsh takes it. And Vince has gone for 95. I'm pretty sure that still puts his name on the board in terms of the best top 5 highest scores for the Sydney Sixers. But James Vince, he went at it a little bit too hard. I said Fawad Ahmed might have a chance of taking him, and he did get him there. It was Mitch Marsh. Luckily, he did take that catch. Yes, it was for a few more than he would have been expecting. Jordan Silk gives James Vince a big pat on the back there. It was an incredible innings from the man once again. He got 98 in the last final, 95 in this one. And it is a very impressive finals so far for James Vince. I believe his average would be about 96.5 for the finals so far. And Moorcake has said no. It is unfortunate if you are a Sydney Sixers fan. A part of me really wanted him to be able to get that 100 because of the fact that he wasn't quite able to get it in the last match. The old teachers before 1990s, they used to smack students, which is legal nowadays. I assume that is illegal, James Gordon. But yeah, that is how school used to work. So you wanted to make sure you were on your best behaviour. I think they've got Dan Christian mic'd up as well. We've got Jordan Silk and we've got Dan Christian on the mics at the crease as well. Are they going to take the power surge very soon? Yes, Marsh, my man, love you, says FF. Yes, he did originally drop the catch there, Mitch Marsh, but he did get it in the end, and that is all that matters for the Perth Scorchers. The Perth Scorchers now. Oh, it's very well bowled from Fawad Ahmed. That moved a mile, and he didn't even get close to that one, Dan Christian. And like they're saying that you can't give Dan Christian a boundary before the power surge because of the fact that as soon as he gets one Dan Christian, he normally gets a few more. And that is not what the Perth Scorchers will be after. He has advanced there, and he has hit it down to long on for just the single. But I have to say that so far, the crowds sound like they are absolutely loving this match so far. And it is good to see crowds back at the SCG. 75% attendance they were allowed for this one. And it is just awesome to see it. Mitchell Marsh is hero for Perth in the final, says Satwant. And FF has put Perth as well. So we have still got the Perth supporters in the chat. All off the edge once again. And Jordan Silk is going to get a boundary, I believe. Bancroft is going to keep on chasing it, though. And because of it, it has just pulled up on the carpet-like surface that is the SCG. And FF has said come on for Perth as well. And how many runs do you guys think the Sydney Sixers are going to finish their innings with? I said 180, but I'm feeling like they are a little bit higher up than that possibly, depending on how these next couple overs go and how the power surge goes. But if they lose a few more wickets, maybe that will halt the momentum a little bit. At the moment, run rate of 9.16, so they are just a little bit higher than 180 with the power surge still in play. And of course, the Perth Scorchers in the match against the Brisbane Heat, they were able to take both of their power surge overs. The Brisbane Heat in the Duckworth-Lewis system, because of the rain, were only allowed one, which was interesting. That is a wide for Fawad Ahmed, and unfortunately, it's gone through Josh Inglis. I fully support Perth, says Satwan, and they have got 2 runs there, so that is 3 wides there, or 3 leg buys, I think that was called. Okay, so it did hit something, which isn't as bad. At the moment, Silk is sitting on 5 of 4. Christian is sitting on 2 of 3. But the last wicket was James Vince, 95 off 60. Very good innings from him. Almost able to get that 100 once again, James Vince. And it is still yet for one of the Sydney Sixers batsmen to be able to, get that 100. When is your dad going to be in another live stream, says James Gordon. He is currently away at a golf tournament, so probably not within the next couple of days. But maybe if you guys do want to see us play a little bit of Cricket 19 together, doing some dream matches, perhaps we could do that very soon if that is something you guys want to see. We're also hoping to get George back in a couple more videos very soon as well. We haven't really had a chance to film in the last maybe almost few weeks since we have been able to film. I think the last filming session was almost when we did the videos with me, George, and Daniel. So it is a long time coming, and hopefully that will be very soon as well. Santwan has said number 1 test batsman. See, that is a good question because of the fact that I think it also depends on what country you are from, depends on what batsman you like the best. Like I would almost say, like I enjoy watching Kane Williamson, but then someone like Marnus Labuschagne or Steve Smith, they are up there. But then also the likes of Virat Kohli would still be very high up there. There's a lot of them that you could say are close to number one. I'm not sure who actually is number one on the ranking. That is going to be just a two by the looks of it. Liam Livingstone not quite able to get that one clean. This is in the power surge as well. I forgot to mention Chris Lindsay's more cake for the number one test batsman, perhaps. I mean, it would be interesting to see him in a test match. Has he ever played a test match? Do let me know because Sixers as well says more cake. He is back in the Sixers. We have got a couple back in the Perth team and a couple back in the Sixers at this stage. I actually did a community tab a little bit earlier on, and there were 22 votes. Sydney Sixers, 73% chance of winning this one, according to that. And Christian has got it for 4 down the ground, and that is a very nice shot from him. Yes, says more cake as well. And Christian at the moment sitting on 8 off 5. Full toss. You can't be doing those. We saw that with the Sydney Thunder against the Brisbane Heat. They had about 10 to 15 full tosses. It was because of a slippery ball, perhaps. And they are absolutely loving it at the moment, the Sydney Sixers bench. I think Steve Smith or Virat Kohli is number one, says Satwant. Yeah, they are two very good shouts as well. Like, I feel like, yeah, it will be interesting to see because they do have some sort of ranking system. Bancroft almost able to take that catch there. He did drop it, unfortunately, and it is a shame because they will say that's 2 dropped opportunities for him, but they would have both been very tough catches. That one, he did dive to the side and it hit the hand, but just didn't stick, unfortunately, for him. It did probably save the 4, though. Almost a catch for Bancroft there. I think they only got the 1 run off it in the end. So now it is going to be Jordan Silk on strike for this power surge. And we have seen in the past for the power surges, either teams kind of can get around that 25 to 30 or they can lose a few wickets. Oh, and that one has gone over the top of AJ Tye for the single there. Joe Root and Kane Williamson is also in a race of number one, says Satwant. Yeah, they are 2 very good shouts as well. And I believe at the moment, Joe Root must be going all right in the English test match against India, which after these next 2 balls, I might actually flick to my other channel to be able to see what the score is in that one and who is sitting on what. But at the moment, I would assume Joe Root is sitting on plenty if he is still at the crease, perhaps. Because England have got almost 500 runs, I think. I went back 3 years and is that you snowboarding in Queensland. In Queenstown, says James Gordon. Unfortunately, I wasn't actually on that snowboarding trip. It was Isaac, Daniel, George, and another fella in our year who isn't actually a part of the Kiwi lads, but he is one of our schoolmates. So, yeah, it was those 4. So I wasn't actually with them, but I did do all the editing and everything for that video. So hopefully you did enjoy it. And those are like throwback videos in a way, which is pretty awesome to think that like that was that long ago. Oh, is that going to be a wide? That is the end of the over. Well bowled from Tye. Only 8 off that over for the power surge. So at the moment, the run rate is still 9.112 or 12, should I say. Joe Root scored 200 against India right down in live. I will quickly have a look because I have got the ability. I played NZ Korea. Right, what are we sitting on at the moment? Bumrah has gone for a few runs by the looks of it. Economy of 2.66. How young were you? Says James Gordon. At that time, the boys would have been probably around maybe 17, 18 perhaps. And then versus South Africa, says more cake as well. So at the moment, Joe Root actually has gone out. So I'm not sure when that happened, but Bess and Butler are batting at the moment in the match. So, yeah, I'm not sure how many runs he did actually get in that situation, but they are talking to Liam Livingstone, another English player. And now Joe Richardson will be bowling the second power surge over. Are they going to be able to get 15 off this one for the Sydney Sixers? That is the big question. And we are about to find out, I would think. That is a dot ball. No, it is a run-out opportunity. They did go for the single there. And they did manage to get a run there. And tell you what, this was almost for Turner. It did end up going inches away. That was incredibly close. I kicked dead, said more kick as well. That hit the microphone little pad as well. I miss 2018 or 2017. Yeah, those are the days back at school. 200 or 495 at the moment. Oh, he opened up his stumps there, Christian, and he is going to hit that all the way for 6. And that is 6 sixes for the Sydney Sixers in this one. And he has done incredibly well to get that one to the boundary there, Dan Christian, because he did look like he had lost all of his shape, but still had the pace, or still had the power, should I say. Pure muscle, pure bat speed, and just whacks it for 6. And we have got, 495 for 6, England live right now. And that is Bess and Butler who are batting at the moment. And if has said something, I'm sorry, I'm not too sure what that says. Sorry, mate. So I won't quite be able to read it out. Now, Dan Christian, that is already 7 runs so far. I said, is it going to go for 15? They are on their way there. Dan Christian looks like he's going to absolutely whack it. And it is just going to be a single there, well fielded. They aren't going to be getting 2 there. And that means that now it is moving to 8 off 3 balls so far. And then we have got hello from James Gordon as well. Do you know what happened in Brisbane, says that went? In what regard, mate, history has been met. Oh, yes, of course, for India versus Australia for the test match. It was a very impressive performance from India as well. I watched pretty much every ball of that test match. It was very exciting viewing, and that's very exciting viewing because Silk has just hit it out to backward point region for 4. And from the power surge so far, they have been able to get 20 runs. I said that some teams get 25 to 30, some teams lose wickets, and at the moment, it is looking like the earlier option for the Sydney Sixers. Oh, sorry, bro, I was typing my language, says FF, no worries, mate. And history has been made. Yeah, Australia lose after 32 years, says Satwant as well. And yeah, that was probably quite a surprise for a lot of people because of the history involved in that match. That is well bowled from, it's through the gap, and that is going to be 4 more for Silk. And Jai Richardson not looking too happy at this stage. It is 16 runs so far off this power surge over of Jai Richardson. Just hasn't quite found where he wants to bowl the ball at the moment. He's just getting whacked all around the ground. Try time, says Moorcake as well. It is very well bowled. It is very good batting. Jai Richardson, he can't believe it. What is going to happen with this last ball of Jai Richardson's over? He is sitting on 1 for 33 off 2.5 at the moment. Lankan Premier League better than IPL, says FF as well. And that's the thing. I would quite like to watch more cricket games. That's almost going to be a run-out opportunity. And tell you what, that was a little bit close. But I think he did make it in the end. Like I said, Silk is a very quick man, so I think he was possibly safe there. But I think they are still going to go upstairs. No, they're not. They aren't going to be going upstairs, are they? It doesn't look like it. So we are going to be moving on. And after 18 overs, they are sitting on 172 for 4 at the moment. The Sydney Sixers, they are going upstairs. I wasn't too sure what was happening there. I think it was a little bit closer than first anticipated. No, he is home there. Jordan Selke has done well. Like I said, he's a quick man. And it's going to be hard to run him out. But I have said that about Josh Inglis, and he almost got run out as well. But he has made that Jordan Silk. So now it is sitting on 171 for 4. Or 172 for 4, sorry. And we have got IPL is best always, says Satwant. And aren't you travel in Sri Lanka, says FF. I'm not sure whether that's to Satwant or to me. And Satwant has said no. But the power surge was a very good one for the Sydney Sixers. And it is what kind of gave them that momentum back because of the wicket of James Vince. Since then, they were probably just looking at the rebuilding stage. But from there, the power surge, I'm not sure how many they got off it, but it would have been quite a few. And because of it, now they have got 2 more overs, plenty of wickets up their sleeve. And I think they will be really trying to hit that 200 here if they can. That would be 28 runs, though, so that would be hard to do. But maybe with the power of Dan Christian and the skill of Jordan Silk, they might be able to do it, although that is a dot ball, I believe. It is 1 short. And no use, says FF. And then, for me, no, I haven't been to Sri Lanka. I feel like there are a lot of countries that I would love to visit, though. And I feel like for cricket, it is just one of those things that yeah, you could go to many countries and see a lot of great cricket. And I feel like Sri Lanka is one of them. On school days, I wake up at 6 or 7 a.m., says James Gordon. See, that is very early. I feel like when I was at school, it was always, I was that one who only just got to school on time, like probably only like 3 minutes in time. But luckily, I lived close enough that it was only a quick walk down. But I don't know your name, bro. Says FF, my name is Hamish, which is a little bit of a unique one in a way because of the fact that a lot of people don't actually know the name, but I am going to put it in the chat for you guys so you guys can see it. That is how it is said, or that is how it is spelt, should I say. Nonetheless, now Ty is going to be bowling once again. That is a shot down the ground. They are going to be trying to go for 2. Jordan Silk is a quick man. I said that. Oh, that's a terrible throw. And because of it, they are going to get back for 2 comfortably there. Dan Christian dug out the Yorker there. But Jordan Silky is very quick between the wickets because I get annoyed by my mum waking me up, says James Gordon. Yeah, I feel like, depending on how far away you live from your school, probably also depends on how early you have to get up. Hamish Bennett says FF. Yes, that is one example of a cricketer called Hamish. Indeed, Hamish Bennett represented New Zealand a few times. Good Yorker there. And it is a dot ball. And you always, some New Zealand player always play in IPL, says that way. They do indeed. I think Trent Bolt was going to be going to the IPL this past year, I think, if I'm not wrong, was one that was kind of like the biggest one from New Zealand. New Zealand fast bowler says FF, he is indeed Hamish Bennett. And bowl the ball very quick. Has only had a few appearances for the T20 side, though. Oh, stepping down the ground, Dan Christian has found a little bit of a gap. Oh, and Livingston misfield once again. And because of it, it is going to be another 2. That's about the 3rd one for Livingston at this stage that he has had a couple misfields for. And Satwan has said yes as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many the Sydney Sixers can get here. Trent Bolt said FF as well. Kane Williamson also. They are saying that 190 has been chased in finals cricket before, I believe it was. That's a full toss. And that's going to be possibly a no ball. And Dan Christian, it was well taken by Colin Munro, maybe. I think his foot was on the rope, though. Tell you what, we've got a whole heap to look at here. Shane Warner's saying no ball. They are saying wicket, and Dan Christian looks like he could be on his way, depending on how this goes. Jimmy Neesham says FF as well. They are going to be checking. They're going to check for the no ball, I believe. And then they are going to be checking for the foot. And then it's going to be interesting here. Colin Munro, the man who just took that catch. Right. What do we got here? Oh, it's almost a no ball with the front foot as well. Tell you what, we've got it all going on at the moment. And that is over the waist, so perhaps it is going to be a no ball. He did advance, though. Is it going to be a no ball here? This could have a big impact on the result of this match. Colin de Gronholm. And that one has been hit, possibly for 6 here. So Dan Christian was looking at that ball. Is this a no ball here? That one is a legal delivery in terms of his foot, but that is only one part of this 3-part equation at the moment. So that one is fine. Are they saying that it is a waist-high no ball? They are saying that it is a bit high, so possibly they could be looking at a chest high or a waist high. Over the waist, no ball here in this one. And then I also want to kind of see that foot to see if Colin Munro was standing on the rope, because they will have to check that anyway, whether it's a no ball or not. Is that going to be a free hit? That could straight away get them to that 200 if this one is a 6 with a no ball as well. And that will be a free hit. We are waiting to see. What are they going to say? Dan Christian's looking on nervously here. He thinks that it is going to be a no ball, perhaps. My favourite New Zealand player is Sir Richard Hadley. And they have given him out here, Dan Christian. We haven't even looked at the foot either. So that is interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that is for sure. Dan Christian can't believe it. I am wondering what impact that is going to have on the game. I never liked test ball, pink ball test in Australia. That is because of the fact that I believe Australia have a very high win rate, if I'm not wrong in that regard, don't they, for pink ball tests. But are we going to see the foot here? We're going to see the foot of Colin Munro. They must have checked it as well, but we didn't get to see it. How close was he to this rope here, Colin Munro? Oh, just inside by a pinky toe there. He is lucky it wasn't sticking out the side of his shoe, or else that would have been a 6 there. But Dan Christian on his way. And now it is Carlos Braithwaite who is going to be on strike for the last over. And straight away now, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Maybe only 180 on the cards once again, 185 perhaps. Braithwaite, though, frees the arms and whacks it for 4. And Carlos Braithwaite has come to play by the looks of it. And I am loving it as well. I never like pink ball tests, do you? Says Satwan. I haven't really watched too many pink ball tests, so I feel like I haven't probably got the most knowledge about them. But I guess I'm always used to that kind of the red ball cricket. You know, the starting at, I think it's either 11 a.m. start and a finish at kind of around that 6 p.m. That's kind of the normal time that I do think of test match cricket. Braithwaite is pretty huge, they are saying. And is he going to be able to whack another boundary here? Can he get it to 190 for his team here? And these runs could be crucial in the whole scheme of the match. Jai Richardson is bowling the last over. Is he going to go for 40 here, or is he going to get the wicket of Braithwaite? That one is close to a wide. They have called it a wide. And that is a harsh call for Jai Richardson. It's going to be interesting. And they are actually saying that someone before the game, when they were asking who's going to be the most important, they said the umpires. Or it came back in a little bit. Could have gone either way there for Jai Richardson with that wide. I'm about to lose my voice, I think. Please say much travel in Sri Lanka, says FF. I would absolutely love to in the future years, perhaps, because of the fact that at the moment I'm not sure what type of restrictions and everything the world has. So I think I would leave it for a couple more years, perhaps, if I was going to. Braithwaite goes bang down the ground, and that is going to be another 4 for the man. And at the moment, so far off this over, Jai Richardson's gone for 9 off 2 balls. And he isn't used to getting whacked around the ground, Richardson. He's used to taking wickets. And that is a great shot from Braithwaite. Almost could have clobbered Jordan Silk with the pace on that one. Great shot. And it is straight down the ground. Satwant, where are you from? India, says FF as well. They are saying that it was in the slot there. What is Carlos Braithwaite going to be able to do with this next one now? 9 off this over, 4 to go. Oh, it's a short ball. It isn't called a wide there. Bowden got close hanger. Says more cake as well. Sixers touch 200. Says Satwant as well. It is almost on the cards as well. Satwant, where are you from? India, said FF as well. And they are saying that that one would be a wide. Yes, I am from India, says Satwant as well. Tell you what, there are a few calls at the moment that are going in all kinds of directions here. And I just hope that everyone, it's going to be interesting. Shane Warner's saying they've got the last 3 wrong. You from Sri Lanka, said Satwant. And yeah, says FF as well. What is going to be happening here? That is the question. Is Jai Richardson going to be able to get a wicket here off Braithwaite? We will have to wait and see. It is well bowled, slow ball as well. And it's been hit out to the leg side. That is in a gap as well. And they might be able to get back for 2 here. Yes, they are. Braithwaite, not the quickest between the wickets. But he has done very well to get back there. And he looks like he's hurt himself a little bit there, Braithwaite. Hopefully it isn't too bad. Delhi Kolkata, says FF as well. Hyderabad or Mumbai. Tell you what, that was very close. Boundary rope had a kink in it out on that boundary, but luckily it didn't affect the catch of Colin Munro. Oh, my thingy's just frozen. Braithwaite is lining up a wide ball from Jai Richardson here. It's just completely frozen on me. I am waiting to see what's going to happen. And he does hit it straight back. And it is just a single there. Silk slipped as well, but Richardson wasn't willing to throw it. He didn't realize that Jordan Silk did get a little bit of a stumble in the middle of the pitch. And because of it, maybe that could have been a run out there. But now there is one ball left of this first innings for the Sydney Sixers. Are they going to touch 190 here? Or does it mean that they are going to be just under that 190? Well, it's a wait and see. I feel like I'm a little bit behind as well. So because of it, I will have to wait and see in terms of what is going to happen. Jai Richardson now. It has gone high. It's gone almost long, but I don't think it's going all the way, and it is taken. So 189 is what the Perth Scorchers are going to be needing if they do want to win this match. It is a pretty good total overall. And will it be enough to be able to get the Perth Scorchers, or to be able to get the Sydney Sixers, I should say, over the line? But it was a very good innings overall. James Vince, 95, so close to getting that 100, just not quite able to in the end, unfortunately for him. I am from MP as well, says Satwant as well. But nonetheless, now we have got the mid-innings break. We will have to wait and see what way this match is going to be going. Madhya Pradesh says Satwant as well. But yeah, what do you guys think of that first innings? Do you think that it will be enough? I will quickly update my scoreboards and everything. We will say that the Sydney Sixers were able to get 188. And they were, in the end, a total of 6 wickets down off their 20 overs as well. So we will have to wait and see if it is going to be enough. And quickly updating my scoreboard so that you guys do know exactly what is going on. We will go like that. And then now we have got the little ticker across the bottom. There we go. But yeah, anyone who is just tuning in now, thank you very much for tuning in. I will be back after the break, says Harry Ross. Sorry, break, says Harry. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. While you had, we will see you after the break. And while we are waiting for the break to be over, I might quickly actually get a little bit of cricket going on Cricket 19 for you guys who are tuning in now while we are waiting for this next innings to get underway. Do you guys think the Perth Scorchers will be able to chase this down? Do let me know. It should be a very close match. I have a feeling that it will be going down to that last over, and that just makes me more and more excited for it. But yeah, I am quickly setting up my game so that I am going to be able to play a little bit of Cricket 19 for you guys while we are waiting for the next innings to get underway. Is 188 enough to win the final? They have said that that's 188. They were saying 190 has been chased down in finals cricket. So we will have to wait and see if they are going to be able to get over the line there. I am just downloading the Sydney Sixers lineup on Cricket 19 so that I am going to be able to play with the updated team. We will have to wait and see how this one goes. Yeah, everyone, let me know. Do you think it's going to be enough? We will be back after the break, says FF as well. After first innings, who won BBL, says Satwant. I feel like it's going to be a hard total for the Sydney Sixers to not be able to defend. You know, it's 188. Scoreboard pressure in a final can add up. And as long as the rain stays away, we are going to have a decently long match, I would assume. I am just quickly downloading the team so that we can have a little bit of Cricket 19 in between the break while we are waiting for this match to get back underway. So what I will be doing here is I will be going like this, and then I will be quickly going back to just me for a moment, and then we will be going to the I will quickly share the screen so that you guys can see what I am looking at, which is my Cricket 19 application window. We will go with that one, so then you guys will be able to see it, hopefully. If we do go into the split, there we go. For some reason, it always has that little square up in the top corner now, and I'm not too sure why, but I will quickly read your chat as well. Morcake had said no as well. But nonetheless, now we are going to HDMI 2, so hopefully I will be able to see what you guys are seeing as well. It will be lagging a little bit for a start, but hopefully that will come right after a little while. But nonetheless, I have downloaded the Sydney Sixers, so now we are going to be going into a match at the SCG. And we will have to see how this one goes. We will play now. We will go with, unfortunately, it's not the Perth Scorchers at home this time. It is going to be the Sydney Sixers. And then it is going to also be against the Perth Scorchers. And I'm hoping that the 10 for them is actually going to be the right team. BBL 10. That is Nathan Lyon. I'm wondering whether or not he will be in their lineup for it. I will go to the SCG as well. And then I will quickly read all of your chat. We have got I'm back SCG, said Morcake as well. And I'm back, says James Gordon. So do you guys think that they will be able to chase this down in this match? It's going to be interesting. I am excited for it, though. I feel like it has been a little bit of a quieter live stream today, but then I feel like in a way that is kind of a little bit of a nice change. I was flat out for the last one. So I do appreciate all of you being here now. And they are saying that we aren't too far away from the second innings getting underway. It will be the Perth Scorchers who will be batting second. If Perth openers play with good partnership, then they won. Said Satwan. That is a good point because of the fact that Liam Livingston and also it will be Cameron Bancroft once again because of the injury to Jason Roy must not be 100% yet. So because of it, he is going to be opening the batting with, it will be Cameron Bancroft. And then they have got Colin Munro. They've got Mitch Marsh. So they have got the firepower to be able to chase down this total. It's just whether or not they will be able to deliver. And also, we've got the factor of the Sydney Sixers bowlers, Stephen O'Keefe, with his leg spin or his off spin, depending on what direction he wants to spin it. It is going to be able to go all over the place. I am playing a T20 here. I think that's a little bit of an accident because of the fact that it could be quite a long match in that regard. I normally do a T10. Heads or tails, we will go with tails because tails never fails, and it is Nathan Lyon who is leading the Sydney Sixers here. So maybe the Sydney Sixers 10, that might be 2010 perhaps. So I might have gotten that a little bit wrong, but nonetheless, we will still take them on and see if we are going to be able to get the win while we are waiting for this match to get back underway. They have chosen to bowl, so I will get to bat straight away, which is pretty nice. But anyone who is wondering what the score in the real-life match was, it was 188 for 6 off the 20 overs. And the big question is it going to be enough for the Sydney Sixers to be able to defend it and become champions at home? Or is it going to be the Perth Scorchers day? That is the question. We have got our opening partnership. We have got Jason Roy for this one, which of course isn't quite right for the real life match, but hopefully he will be able to get a few runs for us here. And it is Mitchell Stark who's bowling. So yeah, I think it is the 2010 team. That is a decent shot. We are going to try and go for 2 straight away. It could be a little bit close though. No, it is good running. We have managed to get the 2 there, but we are just waiting for it to get back underway. You watch IPL auction, says that went. When was that? Has it already been, or is it still coming up? Because no, I haven't been able to get the chance to watch it yet if it has been on. Mitch Stark, though, is bowling for the Sydney Sixers. That is something that isn't happening in the real-life match. And then we have also got, once in Australia, me and my little cousins went to the pools, and there was a snake, and a man stepped on it, and it just warned him when he just stepped on it. So that is an interesting situation. Yeah, I feel like snakes and crocodiles and all sorts just aren't quite my thing. And also the big spiders that you do have in Australia a little bit. Yeah, we're going to take a single there. Not a good shot in the end, but luckily we did still get through. But I am saying in this situation, the SCG just looks great on this game. I am feeling like I am batting at the real thing. Hopefully I will be able to get a little bit of timing. I haven't quite hit the ball nicely yet. Mitch Stark pitches it up with the Yorker, and I have whacked that one away. And that is going to be a 4 for Jason Roy there. I'm very happy with that shot, but we are just waiting for the real-life match to get back underway between the Perth Scorchers and the Sydney Sixers. Oh, is that going straight to the man? I don't think it is, and that's going to be another 4 for Jason Roy. And that's the thing. They might miss him in this match, depending on how many runs Bancroft can get. Yes, he got a lot of runs in the last match for the Brisbane, or against the Brisbane Heat, I should say. I feel like you guys can tell that I'm very excited for the second innings. And tell you what, that's a good shot from Jason Roy once again. It is out to the leg side. Very nicely played. But anyone who is just tuning in now, we are waiting for the real-life match to get back underway. It is going to be interesting to see if 188 that the Sydney Sixers were able to get, is it going to be enough? That is the question. I believe Josh Butler just went out in the England versus India match. That is just going to be a single for us, though. I believe we must be getting quite close to the match getting back underway, which is good news. But yeah, do let me know in the chat who you think will be winning this match from here. That's a pull shot. That's not the best shot, unfortunately. Wasn't quite able to find the boundary, but it is just going to be the single for Livingston. We are sitting quite comfortably in this match, and I feel like the Perth Scorchers are going to need a good start like we've had in this match playing as them, because they are going to need a lot of runs. It's a decent shot. I didn't really get all of it, though, so we are just only going to get the one there. And my little cousin tried to touch it, and the snake tried to bite them, and the man and the security kept on pushing them away. That is probably a good thing, James Gordon. You wouldn't want to be touching no snakes, you or your cousins. Target, says Utkarsh. They are going to be trying to chase down 188, the Perth Scorchers here. And they were 6 down in the end. How has that ball not gone to the boundary? I thought I hit that pretty well. But nonetheless, yeah, 188 for 6 was what the Sydney Sixers were able to get. So now it is going to be 189 to win for the Perth Scorchers if they do want to win this title. And it will be interesting to see if they can do it. Or a little bit uppish there. Could be a run out on here. But luckily we have managed to get there and run through for just the single. But by the sounds of it, we are getting very close to the start of the second innings, which is what we love to see. We want to see the end of this match. It could be an absolutely exciting one. Tell you what, I better get back in my crease there. That was almost not ideal. Good afternoon, says Utkarsh as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. At the moment, it is currently 11:30 p.m. here in New Zealand. So it is getting rather late. And Jofra Archer bowled first ball in the match between India and England at the moment. Well, that's not the best shot. It's gone for just a single. I think the live stream might be lagging a little bit, if I'm not wrong. So what I might do before we get into the real life match again, I will be switching back so that it doesn't lag when we do get straight back into the second innings. But for anyone who is wondering what is the real life score, it is 188 for 6. I am going to go back to just me for a little bit here so that we do end up not lagging out this completely. But yeah, the win probability at the moment, the Perth Scorchers 31% chance of winning this one. And I am curious to know what the percentage is when it comes to my community tab. It's 74% chance for the Perth Scorchers, for the Sydney Sixers to win this one. So it is looking reasonably close between these two sides, but I am going to be quickly sharing my screen so that we are going to be looking at this one so you guys can see exactly what I can in terms of the scoreboard. But nonetheless, we are just waiting for the second innings to get back underway, and hopefully it will be a very good one. Who are you supporting, India or England? Said Utkarsh. I probably haven't really got too much of a preference in terms of who I'd be supporting. So I feel like whoever plays the better cricket, I will say, deserves to win that one. But at the moment, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the Perth Scorchers are going to be able to chase this down. The last time these two teams met, the Perth Scorchers batted first, got about 160 or 170 something, I believe it was. And in the end, it wasn't enough. The Sydney Sixers were able to chase it down easily. And I feel like the start of this match will determine, or the start of this innings. Tell you what, I'm too excited. I keep on messing up my words at the moment, but I am very hyped up for the second innings to get underway. And hopefully we will have a very good innings from both batsmen and bowlers. In terms of this, we want to see some entertaining cricket, and I feel like so far in this match we have seen a lot of it. Yes, we've had a couple controversial calls, but hopefully that will be fine in this next innings for the Perth Scorchers. Right, so what we will have to do here is I am going to have to change the colour of this. We are going to go to the Perth Scorchers colour, and we are going to put a little tab up that says about the fact that the Perth Scorchers are now batting, so that you guys are going to be able to follow as well for those who are just tuning in now. I do appreciate you all being here. Perth Scorchers are batting. It is going to be Bancroft and Livingston who are going to be opening. I am going to be hiding that one. Unfortunately, that was about as close to the orange for the Perth Scorchers as I could get without it changing the colour of the writing to black. So that is why that is kind of like a not so great orange. And we have got Abdullah Shahar has said, hello, mate. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. James Vince was able to get 95 in the end for the Sydney Sixers. And FF has said, hey, as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They need 189 runs here. From the 20 overs, they need 9.45 in over. So that is a large total if they are going to be able to do it. But I feel like with the Perth Scorchers here, their lineup has got the potential of being able to do it. They are talking to James Vince, who was almost able to get his 100 that he was after. But it is going to be Bancroft, who did come in as a late injury fill-in for Jason Roy in the last match against the Brisbane Heat. He is here once again, Cameron Bancroft. And he did have a couple drop catches in the field, but both of them would have been very incredible catches if he had taken them. But Bancroft now, his best of 58 not out this season. And that was actually in the last match, I believe. But it is going to be Jackson Bird now, who is going to be opening the bowling. 9 matches, 5 wickets for the man. And his best is 2 for 22. I am extremely excited for this match now. And this second innings, all hopes on Livingston, says Utkarsh, and also probably Bancroft and Munro. And then a little bit of Mitch Marsh, I would say, for them. But because of the fact that this one, it's going to be interesting to see which top order will deliver. The Sydney Sixers, overall, their top order did pretty decently, other than, of course, the run out of Philippe. And then Vince was able to keep that one going. That is the first ball, and that's in the air. And that was out 2 point by the looks of it, fielded by Sean Abbott. And it is a dot ball straight away. So 189 needed now of 119 balls. And that run rate will slowly keep on creeping up to possibly, could go up to 11 within only a few more overs. So it will be interesting to see what happens. I've said interesting about 500 times this live stream so far. But Jackson Bird is now running in for the second ball of this innings. And it's a good pull shot from Bancroft, and it is just a single for him. So now Livingston will be on strike. Yeah, do let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that the Perth Scorchers will be able to chase this down? Or do you think that the Sydney Sixers will be able to win this one? We have got Utkarsh with a whole heap of crying emojis. Uh-oh. I feel like I am a little bit behind. Does Liam Livingston go out here? That is the question. Jackson Bird running in. I am expecting it here a little bit. No run there. Okay, I thought for a second, Utkarsh, that you were saying that Livingston had gone out. So I was watching that ball, and I thought for a second that he was going to get clean bowled or something. But he didn't in that situation, Liam Livingston. He is still at the crease. And it's going to be interesting. Perth, always Perth, says that went. And at this stage, I believe pretty much everyone in the chat is going for the Perth Scorchers. So it will be interesting to see if they can chase it down. We were talking about the biggest chase in a final, but I didn't quite hear what number it was. But Jackson Bird now bowling once again. Livingston working it to the leg side out to mid-wicket, which is James Vince. He did get 95 with the bat, looking very sharp with bat in hand. He will be hoping to be sharp in the field as well. Jackson Bird, though, so far only going for 2 runs off this over. And I think Behrendorff only went for 1 or 2 in the first over of the last innings as well. So it is going to be interesting. I keep on looking over at that run rate. At the moment, 9.67. So it will be interesting to see how that grows. Or Bancroft's looking at hitting the ball hard by the looks of it. Was a little bit of a pull shot to mid-on. And it is another dot ball for Jackson Bird. Pakistan, Kaima Ka Bosda. Hopefully I've said that right. Do let me know what that means, Utkarsh. But nonetheless, Bancroft is sitting on 1 off 3 at the moment. And James Vince, at the start of this match, when he was batting, he was sitting on about 1 off 5. And then he managed to just hit a couple of boundaries, which really made it so that he was fine in the middle of the bat. Jackson Bird now, and Bancroft's gone for it. He hasn't got enough, though. But it doesn't matter because there isn't a man out there. That's just built up. That is a very slippery outfield by the looks of it. They were saying it was a little bit wet. And in the end, they did manage to run 2. Is this game on Sky Sports, says James Gordon? It is indeed. It is actually on Sky Sport 1 because on Sky Sport 2, the India versus England match is on. So that is why it is on Sky Sport 1 rather than the 2, I believe it normally is on. But Bancroft, they are showing his innings against the Brisbane Heat, and he did play pretty nicely there. And I feel like he will have to play well in this innings as well if he does want to help his team get over the line. And we have got Krishan, has said Livingston and Munro will make win. Maybe they will be able to do it. It is going to be Dwarshus now who is going to be bowling this second over. And I feel like it is going to come down to the last over. Hotstar says Utkarsh. And with a question mark, I'm not too sure what Hotstar is. Either Utkarsh, or Dwarshus with a wide down the leg side. Not really how you want to start your over. He is just working out a little bit of the swing perhaps. But Dwarshus, could he be a key in the bowling attack for the Sydney Sixers? And one man who I feel like is going to be a huge key for the Sydney Sixers is Stephen O'Keefe, the spinner. He has been shown in the last couple of games that he has got a very good ability to keep that economy rate down during his overs. What's your opinion about Stump Mike? Said Satwant. In terms of the Livingston hit that ball a mile in the air. Is it ever going to come down? Yes, it is, Philippe. It's dropped. It's dropped by. Oh no! It's Stephen O'Keefe. It's Stephen O'Keefe, the man that I just mentioned would be a key. He would have been a key there because he would have taken it. But Livingston, it's a straight up in the air. And at the end of the day, it just died on him there, Stephen O'Keefe, and just went forward. It was Stephen O'Keefe, though. And that is no idea. What's my opinion on the stump mic, though, Satwant? I feel like in terms of listening to the players or in terms of for finding the edges and Livingston living dangerously here. He is advancing, trying to get a lot of bat on ball early and trying to get a lot of runs in a hurry. But Stephen O'Keefe, unfortunately, didn't quite get it. Sucking O'Keefe says Utkarsh as well. Sucking O'Keefe, I assume that's Sucking O'Keefe or Sucking O'Keefe, perhaps. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Stephen O'Keefe, he will have to get a few wickets with the ball because of that dropped opportunity. And not many catches have actually been held throughout this match. That's a ripper from Dwarshus. That seam back, that had swing. Listening of player, what they are doing in ground, says that went. I quite enjoy hearing the inside, knowledge of the game that some of these players have. Although, unfortunately, with that comes when players are frustrated and they start swearing, which I feel like they don't really want that coming through because of the young children that they do want to be watching cricket, and they don't really probably want them saying those words as well. But overall, it is quite cool being able to hear the perspectives of the players while they are out on the field. Oh, that is a ramp shot from Bancroft there. Very nicely played. Almost a 6 there for Cameron Bancroft there. And at the moment, 177 from 110 balls. Are they going to be able to do it here, the Perth Scorchers? A lot of people are backing them. Satwant is indeed. He has said yes, the Dwarshus did do a decent length ball there, but unfortunately, Bancroft, premeditation of the ramp, and he was able to do it very nicely. Bingo, says Utkarsh as well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I feel like I've said many times, I think this one's going to go down to the wire. Are we going to have a super over at the end of this final? Wouldn't that be an incredible way to end it between these two sides? But Bancroft is on strike. Dwarshus running in hard once again. What is he going to be able to do here? Oh, and Bancroft's whacked it hard. And that one was one bounce 4 and almost. Tell you what, Bancroft absolutely smacked that to the boundary. Out square leg, way backwards square leg. And I am very happy that it missed that girl in the crowd who didn't look like she was quite paying attention to it. It was absolutely flying at them. Could have taken an eye out, but bingo 4, says Utkarsh as well. Yeah, that was so close to a one bounce 4 for no bounce 6 for Cameron Bancroft. But it is a very impressive shot, and it just shows that he is going to be aggressive in this one. It was very close to a 6, and that would have been one of the flattest 6s of the season. Shane Warner's wondering what they are looking for here. Dwarshus now has bowled 5 balls, 12 runs so far. Is he going to be able to get over this over? Not too badly. Bancroft on strike once again. And he is going to get the single and retain the strike for the next over. Good over for the Perth Scorchers there off to Washers. Almost a couple wicket opportunities though. Of course, because of the catch and also almost able to bowl him as well. It is all happening in the final of the BBL, that is for sure. And that one went straight up from Livingston. They are showing the highlights after Washers is over. Stephen O'Keefe wasn't able to take that one, unfortunately, for him. And then that one almost at the stumps. Little edge from Livingston. And then that one almost at the stumps of Bancroft. So he decided instead to go for the little bit of a ramp, which did work out for him in the end. And he did almost get 6. And then he also almost got 6 again with that flat pull shot that he did. And then it was a single to finish it. So at the moment, I would be interested to know how many runs the Sydney Sixers had off 2 overs, because I think it was a decent amount, because Richardson went for a few in his first over. So I think the Scorchers at the moment might be a little bit ahead. Yes, they are. Sydney Sixers were none for 12, and the Scorchers are 5 runs ahead on none for 17. So at the moment, they are in the lead, the Perth Scorchers, in this one, you'd say. 172 more runs, though, from 108 balls for them to be able to win this BBL 10 final. It is Sean Abbott now who is bowling. That is a dot ball. And that is one thing that the Perth Scorchers, with their bowling, they weren't really able to find too many dot balls. A lot of singles were being taken by the Sydney Sixers. Keeping it rotating. Sean Abbott doesn't look very happy at all at the moment. It is going to be, he has had 4 matches, 5 wickets so far for Sean Abbott. He will be wanting to take a few in this one, that is for sure. He is going to be steaming in, though, to bowl to Bancroft. Oh, it's the shortish ball, but he didn't go short enough, and Bancroft hits another 4. Guess the player's bicycle clock. Bicycle clock. Utkarsh has said, I can't think. Bicycle clock. The bicycle clock. Like, I feel like once I hear an example, start clock. Said Utkarsh as well. But nonetheless, yeah, Sean Abbott getting hit for a 4 there. Is Bancroft going to be able to keep on going bang here? Or is his luck going to end very soon? It's a nice shot through the gap for Bancroft down to deep third man, but there isn't a deep third man here. Michael Clark said, Utkarsh. Michael Clark for start clock. Bicycle clock. See, I feel like I haven't quite got the reference there. But tell you what, they have said that the SCG crowd are in silence at the moment pretty much for Cameron Bancroft whacking a few 4s around. But they also mentioned that they haven't had a single super over throughout this whole BBL 10. So maybe this will be the first one. But Bancroft at the moment he is on 20 off 11. Oh, that one's in the air though. But has he got enough of it? I think he has. Yes, he has. And Bancroft is at a 6, and Bancroft is on fire. People were saying that maybe without Jason Roy, they could be in a little bit of trouble, but Bancroft is certainly making an impact at the top of the order. And this over so far has gone .446. That is already 14 off Sean Abbott's over. And it is going to keep on going by the looks of it, unless, of course, he can get the wicket of Bancroft very soon. Gilly was given it 6. And we have got the Scorchers needing 158 more runs off 104. Henriquez is asking Abbott what he wants to do with his field here. And it will be crucial that they can get it right here, the Sydney Sixers, if they do want to halt this momentum. But if the Scorchers can get out of their power play with maybe 40, I would say actually if they can get 50 plus like they are looking like doing at the moment, they will be set for a very good run chase. It's a full toss. Bancroft has flicked it to leg. Very nicely timed, but it is just going to be the single down to square leg. And Livingston is going to get the last ball of the over. He's only faced 4 balls, got 4 runs from them though. So he has been keeping the strike ticking over as well. We are just watching. They are showing the pictures. And they are wondering why they have got a short boundary on one side for the final, which is probably a good question here. But Livingston now is on strike. What is he going to be able to do? Oh, and that is a shot and a half from Liam Livingston. And that is another 4. Little bit of a ramp flick with the wrists. and Livingston able to get 4 more. So that very costly over there. 19 runs off the first over of Sean Abbott. Not what the Sydney Sixers would have been after. And Abbott is normally a very dangerous bowler. That one did go for 6 for Bancroft. And at the moment, he is sitting on 27 off 13. James Vince getting 95 means that one of these Perth Scorchers openers do need to get a lot of runs in a hurry. And Bancroft is putting his hand up. But Livingston is also saying, I'll have a go. And he is sitting on 8 off 5 at the moment. Anyone who is new to the live stream, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like if you are enjoying. But yeah, we are on the road to 1.2K subscribers at the moment. So we are doing very well in that regard. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are going to have more cricketing action, more rugby action in the future as well. A little bit of gaming thrown in the mix as well. And Dan Christian is now running in. He didn't bowl too much in the last couple matches. It is a slow ball, but it is a wide. So not the best way to start the over. That was the same way that DeWarsha started his over, though. But Dan Christian, yeah, he hasn't actually bowled too many overs because of an ankle injury. But at the moment, the required run rate is only 8.94 for the Perth Scorchers, which sounds relatively high. But the Scorchers now sit in 52% chance of winning this one. And that is worked to left by Bancroft. That might be a 2 as well. By the looks of it, it is very good running. Is it? I'm not sure they're frozen. So unfortunately, I'm not going to find out quite yet whether or not they did get back for the 2. We will have to wait and see. Is Bancroft still going to be on strike? I don't think he is. So I think they just got the single there. I am going to have to quickly switch the channels that I am on. And we will see what is happening in the India versus England game as well. By the looks of it, they are showing the pitch map for one of the Indian bowlers. But nonetheless, we are back into it now. Dan Christian, it's a good shout for an LBW. And they haven't been given it there. And they think it is a little bit high there. But LBW shout for Dan Christian here. We will watch this a little bit closer. Livingston going down leg as well by the looks of it. Oh, was it going down the leg side? And we have got Dan Christian going for a leg by there. They are talking about the commentary box because of the fact that they have got the Perth Scorchers supporter, Adam Gilchrist, in there. But nonetheless, it is going to be Bancroft now, who is on strike, advances. It's a slow ball from Dan Christian. He bowls it so well, the slow ball. And we have also got a Jaswin Aluni has put, take my name. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. At the moment, the Perth Scorchers having a very good start in this one. Do let me know in the chat as well what you think or who you think will be able to win this match. Do you think the Scorchers will be able to do it, or do you think the Sydney Sixers will be able to win back-to-back titles in the KFC Big Bash? The target is 189 that they are after. Livingston on strike has advanced, and he has swatted it away, Liam Livingston. But Dan Christian, he just bowls such a good slower ball, 106 Ks, but he makes it awkward for them. He just doesn't really give them any freebies. They've been advancing to him, trying to get a little bit of speed on the ball, but it's just not quite working for them. Dan Christian only going for 4 runs so far, and this is what the Sydney Sixers were needing at the end of that last over, going for 19 from Sean Abbott, I believe it was. So now Dan Christian, if he can go for less than 10 here, I'm sure they would be extremely happy with that. It is a short ball from Dan Christian. There's the first on-pace delivery, I believe it is. Oh, it is a no ball. What is that? That's been called a no ball for some reason. What is that? Why is that a no ball? Is it a front foot no ball? No, it's not. 2 short balls in the over. 2 short balls in the over. Dan Christian is not happy. And that is going to be a no ball now. A free hit, I believe it is, for the Perth Scorchers. That is a harsh call by the umpires. They are saying that the umpires haven't been very consistent in this match. That is what you want in a final, consistency. And they haven't been getting it quite yet. But it is a free hit for Bancroft. He hasn't gotten a lot of that at all. They are going to get the single there. Oh, good throw from Philippe. But he was inside of the crease. Those are extra runs that the Perth Scorchers will be taken. But the Sydney Sixers wouldn't have been wanting at all. But Dan Christian only going for the 5 runs in a way. There were 2 leg byes in this one. 7 off the over so far. Good throw from Philippe there. But it is going to be very interesting to see what this last ball is going to go, or how this last ball is going to go here. Oh, Livingston tried to whack it hard, and that is a good finish to the over for Dan Christian. And only a great start indeed, says Ukash. Yes, indeed it is. 43 off the power play. And I can't remember how many the Sydney Sixers got off their power play. I think it was somewhere in those 20s. The power play highlights, of course, Livingston was dropped by Stephen O'Keefe in the end. It was very high, but he should have been able to take it. And then a couple little interesting shots from Bancroft with the ramp, but then he was also just timing the ball beautifully. Cameron Bancroft was able to hit a couple balls out to the square leg boundary, and also a cut shot through down to deep third man. It is a short boundary on that leg side, and Bancroft is making the most of it. And then Livingston was getting in on it as well with a little bit of a flick of the ramp shot. And at this stage, they are sitting pretty decently in terms of the difference between the two sides. Scorchers are very ahead. Oh, tell you what, it's going to be the highest ever chase down if they are able to do it here, the Perth Scorchers. But at the moment, they are just looking like they are going to be batting very nicely. Stephen O'Keefe fields that one at deep third man. And they are saying that they thought they may have gone to O'Keefe, but it doesn't look like he's quite going to be bowling yet. But yeah, with you guys who are saying that the Perth Scorchers will be able to win this one, what over do you think they will chase this total down? And do you think it will come down to the last over, or do you think they will get it a little bit earlier? But Bancroft at the moment sitting on 30 off 18. Livingston sitting on 9 off 8. And Bird at the moment is going decently. Only 4 off his first over. Oh, Livingston's trying to really hit this ball hard. And I feel like it's going to be the situation of maybe trying to overhit the ball for Livingston, but then saying that next time he'll probably charge down the wicket, hit it for 6, and make me look like a right silly goose, but we will have to wait and see. It is going to be Jackson Bird running him once again. I keep forgetting what I was going to say there. Sydney Sixers will strike soon, I believe, says a Jess Win as well. Yeah, they aren't out of this match yet, the Sydney Sixers. That is a ramp shot from Livingston as well, and it's not working out for him. He can't get any bat on ball by the looks of it, Liam Livingston. And they are saying that he is just trying to do too much with the bat, perhaps Liam Livingston there. He is overthinking it, trying to hit the ball too hard. And in this case, he's either probably going to go 6 or out next ball because of the fact that that is kind of how he plays, Liam Livingston. He will try and absolutely whack this ball to the boundary, I think, or he will try a ramp once again. We'll have to wait and see, though. He has cut that one down to deep third man to Stephen O'Keefe. Livingston not too happy. At this stage, they are 8 runs ahead with 1 more wicket in hand than the Sydney Sixers were at this point. Jackson Bird, though, only going for 2 runs off the 4 balls off his second over so far. And this one could be, it's going to go down to the wire. I just have that little bit of a feeling that we are going to get something special in the later stages of this BBL final. Like they were saying, it would be the biggest total chase down in the BBL final, I believe. So that is something to look forward to if the Perth Scorchers are going to be able to do it. Bancroft's gone high, though, and it is going to be taken. And Bancroft is gone. And Jess Win, you called it well and truly, my friend. Sydney Sixers will strike soon, I believe. And they did indeed, only a couple balls later as well. And Cameron Bancroft is on his way, caught by James Vince, who had a very good day with a bat. And now he has taken an important catch of Bancroft. And Jackson Bird, he does deserve the wicket because he has been bowling very well so far. And at this stage, only 2 runs off this over and 1 wicket. And it is pulling it right back now. I just wouldn't fix this match, said Ukash. He knew exactly what was going to be happening in this situation. The Perth Scorchers fans won't be too happy about it. I am actually going to quickly take a look at my poll as well that I had. At the moment, 26 votes. And at the moment, the Sydney Sixers still 69% chance of winning this one according to the poll. But we will have to wait and see if that is going to be the case a little bit later on. They are talking to James Vince here. He will probably be liking the fact that they were able to get that wicket, but now we just got to wait and see what Colin Munro can do if they send him in, unless they send in Josh Inglis, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see in that regard. We are just waiting. They are talking to James Vince at the moment. It is Munro who has made his way to the crease. Colin Munro, the Kiwi boy. Is he going to be able to strike like he has in quite a few of the other matches? Livingston, that's a nice cricket shot from Livingston. Not trying to overhit it, just playing the ball on its merit. Good into the over there for Livingston there, because he has been trying to overhit the ball a little bit, Livingston, but perhaps now he is just trying to find the middle of the bat a couple of times, and that was a very nice shot. But yeah, let me know in the chat, do you guys think that the Sydney Sixers will be able to defend this total, or do you think the Perth Scorchers are going to be able to win this one? The highest total chase down in a BBL final, if they can do it. The Perth Scorchers, they will be wanting to pay back, says Utkash. It is a little bit indeed. But Jackson Bird still only going for 6 off that over. We will have to wait and see what Munro can do. And Stephen O'Keefe now is going to be bowling to Colin Munro. I feel like in the past, Colin Munro has been a little bit susceptible to a bit of spin. So maybe this could be an early wicket if Stephen O'Keefe can get the line and length right. But Colin Munro also probably has the ability to be able to hit it for 6 if he does get it wrong, or at least hit it for a boundary nonetheless. Livingston is middling the ball, said Jaswin. He did with that one. Unfortunately, a couple earlier ones, he just couldn't quite find his timing. But now that was a glorious cover drive that he did. That is just going to be the single now. Oh, sorry, it wasn't even a single dot ball for the first ball that Colin Munro faces. But yeah, Jaswin, sorry, you called it to a T with your prediction of a wicket coming soon. Colin Munro tries to hit that one hard. It is just going to be a single out to James Vince, who's been very busy this match. Colin Munro gets off the mark, 139 more needed from 88. I feel like I'm getting too excited at this stage. This one, I've just been waiting for this match for a long time. The BBL final, I've been watching pretty much every single game. So now that we are finally here, I am overly hyped about it. I hope you guys are as well. Stephen O'Keefe bowling the third ball of his over. Livingston, it is a dot ball. Utkash has put a couple throwing up emojis. The Stephen O'Keefe's dot balls, I assume that is. But we are sitting on 19 likes at the moment. So if you guys do want to try and get us to 20, please do. It is well fielded by Henriquez, and that is another dot ball. And dot balls in this situation could be a key for the Sydney Sixers. But Livingston could be a key for the Perth Scorchers. Can he go bang here? It was dragged down. Livingston frees the arms, and it is going out to Jordan Silk. Very good fielding from that man. He is very good in the outfield, Jordan Silk. Doesn't put down many catches either. So if he does get the chance, he might be able to take a catch later on in this match. But I feel like with the batting lineup of the Perth Scorchers, they have got the power. They've got Josh Inglis. They've also got Ashton Turner, Mitch Marsh. They've got the power. Well bowled from Stephen O'Keefe. And that is going to end his first over with only 4 off it. So that is 2 good overs in a row, a wicket and 10 runs off the last 2 overs for the Sydney Sixers. And that is going to start building up that required run rate once again. How do I find cricket? Said James Gordon. If you're on Sky, it is 51. Sky Sport 1 is the channel that it will be on, the BBL game. On Sky Sport 2, it is going to be Sky Sport 2 is India versus England for the test match. So it is on 51 this time. And then pressure is building on Perth Scorchers, said Jaswin. It is going to be pretty interesting to see what way this one will go. I feel like, we've got split support in the chat at the moment. So hopefully you guys, one of you will be getting the result that you are after. The question is which one. At the moment, the Sixers were 1 for 50. The Scorchers are 1 for 53. Only 3 runs difference in this match so far. Found it, said James Gordon. That is good news, mate. You will get to witness this final as we are watching it. Sean Abbott now getting another over. He went for 19 in his first. Is he going to be able to strike back here? Livingston tries to hit it hard. Has hit it out. And James Vince has done very well once again. Keep that to just a single. Colin Munro now will be on strike to Sean Abbott. We want super over, says Utkash. It would actually be pretty cool to go to a super over. And straight away with that wicket, all of a sudden the Scorchers went from 52% chance of winning to now down to 34. But yeah, a super over hasn't actually happened so far this BBL competition. So it would be kind of cool for the final to be decided in a super over. And who would you guys back in a super over? Because I feel like both sides have very good opening batsmen. Could Philippe get more runs, or could Livingston and Cameron Bancroft? That would be the big question. And also the other opener for the Sydney Sixers would be James Vince, the man who has hit in the middle of the bat more times than not. That was a genuine edge, like in a test match. But that is going to be down to third man for just the singles. What bit are you up to? Says James Gordon. We are at 6.2 overs at the moment, James. So I think I am about two or maybe about a minute behind the live coverage on Sky, because I am watching through Sky Go. So that is why I am a little bit behind. But Abbott at the moment, 2 dot balls so far. He will be liking that a lot better than the boundaries he was going for in his first over, although Bancroft isn't at the crease anymore. So that is the difference here. Is Livingston going to be able to go bang here? You know how much he'd love to whack Sean Abbott for 6. Oh, he has played that one genuinely though. And that is just going to be a single for Liam Livingston. They are saying that they have got Jackson Bird at point, who was able to field that one quite nicely. At 133 for 81 balls at the moment. And then required run rate still 9.85. It's going to be close. I am extremely excited about this one. But then I am also, in a way, quite upset at the fact that this is going to be the last game we get to see of the BBL. And then we've got to wait till later in the year before the next one. But luckily, we have still got plenty of cricket on as well. Oh, Colin Munro tried to whack that one, and that is out. And Colin Munro is out, and Abbott gets the wicket. And this momentum, well and truly, is going in the Sydney Sixers' favour. And that is the thing. Sean Abbott went for a few in the first over that he bowled, but from there, 3 singles and then the key wicket of Colin Munro. And straight away, they are going to be back into those batsmen that I was talking about in terms of Mitch Marsh, Josh Inglis, and also the other fella, Ashton Turner, who I couldn't think of. But Colin Munro gone for 2. Good comeback by Sixers, says Ukasha. Has been indeed. The last 3 overs have well and truly gone in their favour since the power play has been up. They have just well and truly taken the momentum way back in their favour. Livingston is the only man at the crease at the moment for the Perth Scorchers, but he hasn't quite been able to find the middle of the bat other than that cover drive so far. And Josh Inglis is going to be bowling. He's not going to be bowling. He's normally the keeper. He's going to be batting now. He actually had quite a good knock against the Perth Scorchers. He is the Perth Scorchers. I'm having a shocker against the Sydney Sixers in the last match that these two teams played against each other's. So what is he going to do from here, Josh Inglis? Is he going to go bang, or is he going to have a little bit of a rebuilding process for the Perth Scorchers here? Sean Abbott is going to be bowling to Livingston. Is he going to go after him, or is he going to be just tapping it around a little bit? If they lose one more wicket here, the Perth Scorchers, they could be in trouble. Or Livingston cut that one from very close. That's great fielding from Jackson Bird, though. And that is the man at point. English, he is indeed, isn't he? So we have got quite a few Englishmen playing in this final. Is it a coincidence, or is it perhaps because of those English players that these teams are where they are? They have got, for the Scorchers, for the Scorchers, it's Liam Livingston, Jason Roy, although he isn't playing. And then they have also got Josh Inglis. And then for the Sydney Sixers, they have got James Vince, who did score a lot of runs in this match. In the last 2 matches as well, he has done one. Oh, he has done well. Close one, says James Gordon. Inglis on strike to Abbott now. And that is going to be a single there. Well bowled from Sean Abbott. Only 5 off it and the wicket. And this momentum has swung well and truly. I am just going to scroll down a little bit. And the win probability still only 67% for the Sydney Sixers at this stage, which is interesting. They are showing the Ben Lachlan catch from earlier in the season. It was an absolute ripper that Ben Lachlan was able to take. It was in the eliminator match at the Gabba against the Adelaide Strikers for that catch. Burns, Inglis, Livingston, Head as well, says Utkash. And also Joe Denley could be weird names, says Utkash. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, and then also, or is there a Burns playing that is English in this one, or is it on the same bit as you, says James Gordon, and it is going to be Stephen O'Keefe once again. Livingston advances. No, it was Inglis who advanced, and it is just a single. Livingston is on strike to O'Keefe. Is he going to be able to control him wanting to absolutely go after him here, or is he going to be able to? It's going to be a battle, that's for sure. Livingston has advanced, and they are going to get the single there. Livingston, he is sitting on 21 off 20 at the moment. 129 off 76. O'Keefe running in. Oh, and that's an opportunity. It's through the gap, though. And Josh Inglis is going to get the 4 runs for that one. Out backward point. And that is not what the Sydney Sixers would have been wanting. The first boundary since the power play, if I'm not wrong. O'Keefe thought it was a chance for a catching opportunity just through the gap. And Inglis is on strike still once again. Now, they said that Livingston was wanting to go after the spinner O'Keefe, but maybe Inglis is thinking the same thing. At the moment, at this moment, Scorchers are boring us, says Utkash as well. What a run, says James Gordon. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many runs they are going to be able to get here, the Perth Scorchers. Hopefully, they will be able to get a few more boundaries and get back up to the required run rate, which is now sitting at 10 and over to be able to win this one for the Perth Scorchers. Like they said, the largest chase down, or the largest total to be chased down in a BBL final was less than the 188 that they have to here. That is a dot ball for Liam Livingston, 21 off 21. He doesn't know whether to go for it, Livingston, here, or whether to just tap it round. Not too sure what decision he is going to be making, but we have hit that 20 likes as well, so thank you all very much for that. I do appreciate that a whole bunch. I do appreciate every single one of you being here. Livingston's tried to hit that one, but he hasn't quite got enough of it. Yes, he has, and it is a 6 for Liam Livingston, and that is maybe the little bit of momentum that Livingston needs to be able to keep on finding the middle of the bat. Utkash said that they were boring them, but now he has got that 6 there. This match is still on. I'm telling you, the required run rate back down to less than 10. Could go either way still. And I am absolutely loving every second of it. And we have got in the community tab, I am going to have another quick wee look. We are still sitting at the 69% chance of the Sydney Sixers winning this one. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, oh no, it has gone a little bit more in the Perth Scorchers' favour now. So it could be interesting to see if they can get another boundary in this over or two. Welcome, 6, says Utkash. It was indeed, if you are a Perth Scorchers supporter at this stage. After 8 overs, the Sydney Sixers were sitting on the exact same runs in this situation. This match couldn't be any closer if it tried. It is going to be the big man, Carlos Braithwaite, who is going to be bowling now. Inglis is on strike. It is well bowled. It is just going to be a single there. And Livingston will be on strike. Will he chase big Carlos Braithwaite here? Is he going to be trying to hit him for a 6, or is he going to be knocking it round, trying to find those boundaries? It is going to be the big question. Mitch Marsh looks like he is going to be the next man in. Of course, he didn't have the best decision against them. Some would say Mitch Marsh in the last match against the Sydney Sixers. And they are showing Aaron Hardy, I believe that was as well, with bat in hand. Oh, that's well bowled from Carlos, and that is a dot ball. And that is a very welcome dot ball for the Sydney Sixers after that 6 was scored against them. And how many 6s did the Sydney Sixers get in their innings? I know that they were showing it, but I can't actually remember. Was it 6? Because if it was, that was exactly how many I wanted them to get, because of the fact that they are named the Sydney Sixers, of course. They are showing Braithwaite's celebrations. He always has one, so maybe if he can get a 50 here for the Sydney Sixers, he might have a little bit of something special. Or sorry, if he can get the wicket here. For some reason, I thought he was batting there. I'm not sure what's going on with my brain at the moment. I feel like it is too many late nights in a row that it has just scrambled a little bit. Braithwaite absolutely loves it. They are just showing all of his celebrations. And then we have got Boo, Scorchers Boo, says Utkash as well. That one has been worked to leave by Josh Inglis for just the single there, I believe, unless they are going to try and take on the two. No, they don't. Livingston not known for being too quick between the wickets, which is a little bit rough for the Sydney or for the Perth Scorchers. And Utkash, who do you think will be the next wicket in terms of if the Scorchers lose another one? Do you think it will be Liam Livingston or do you think it will be Josh Inglis who does go out? Do let me know. But anyone who is just tuning in now, let me know who you think is going to win this match. It will be the biggest run chase in a final, I believe. Oh, he has rammed that one. Liam Livingston got all of it as well. No, he didn't. It only went for 4 in the end. I thought that one was going a lot further. But I think it was a little bit of a slow ball from Braithwaite maybe that made that kind of pull up a little bit. But Livingston, much needed boundary there for the Perth Scorchers. But before the start of this over, both teams had 71 for none. Oh, sorry, for 2. I'm sorry, guys. My brain's not working. Braithwaite's not too happy about it. But yeah, both teams identical at the start of this over. So it will be interesting to see how it builds throughout the rest of this match. Braithwaite, one more ball of this first over for him. Number 72 could have saved it. Oh, that's a catch. Almost. Oh, that was almost a run out as well. Are they going to check it? I don't think it was out there. They are going to have a look just in case, though. Of course, it is in the final, so you wouldn't want to make the wrong decision there. But yeah, number 72 could have saved it. Who is number 72? Is that O'Keefe once again? He is having not the best game so far by the looks of it, other than, of course, he has been bowling all right. But at the end of the day, that was almost a run-out opportunity, but he is well and truly safe there. So they aren't going to be checking too much more of that. But at the end of the 9th over, 79 for 2. And Utkash has got the bandage around the head as well once again. And James Gordon put, I think, for that number 72 could have saved it. But we are 1 over away from halfway through the second innings for the Perth Scorchers. That is, of course, unless they go all out, and then it will be a little bit shorter, or they get the runs earlier. That is the other result. That could mean that we don't get a full 40 overs, but Munro did fall to not the best shot in the end, but it was from the good captaincy with the change in the field that made him go for it a little bit over the top. Bancroft was the first man to go, but he did have a decent knock before that, Bancroft, and then Colin Munro fell in the 7th over. Sydney is insane, said James Gordon. They have been looking pretty sharp in this match so far with bat and ball. Of course, they've had a couple expensive overs, but Dan Christian, a very good bowler, very good with the slower balls as well. Livingston trying to work it to the leg side, possibly going for 2 here, and they are going to be taking it on. Could be a little bit close at the wicketkeeper's end, but they did go to the bowler. So that is good running from Liam Livingston and Josh Inglis there. He is a very quick man, Josh Inglis. I said that in one of the other matches, and then he almost got run out. But I feel like it is going to be tough to run him out in this match as well. But they are just showing the crowd, and once again, 75% attendance at the SCG. Just a great way to finish the season of the Big Bash. Hopefully this match will deliver for the rest of it as well. Dan Christian with the slower ball, and that is a dot ball for Livingston. It's going to be interesting. Are they going to chase Dan Christian here? He's only bowling 108 Ks. We need at least 94 after first 10. That would mean that they need 13 more off only the next 4 balls. So that will be tough to do. They'll need 3 boundaries in that case, or 2 sixes. And Dan Christian is a very hard bowler to get away by the looks of it. They are used to everyone bowling very quick, and now it is just the slow balls of Dan Christian, and he hasn't got all of that at all, and it is Q-ended in the end. But Dan Christian, only 116 Ks, but he is just showing you don't always need pace on the ball to be able to bowl well. When it is another cricket game, says James Gordon, we have got the New Zealand versus Australia tests, or not test matches, T20s, that are going to be starting, I believe, on about the 22nd of February. Could be when the first one is. So that is a little bit exciting to look forward to. We've also got the test matches to do with England and India that are going on at the moment. So there is still cricket around. And also the Super Smash, the New Zealand competition, is still in full swing. But yeah, the next big one in terms of ones that will probably live stream are possibly the Australia versus New Zealand for T20. Those games are in New Zealand as well. Inglis with a good shot to the leg side, but it is once again just going to be a single. And this is something that the Sydney Sixers have done quite well throughout this season, and that is the fact that it does look like they aren't quite trying the Perth Scorchers, but Dan Christian, he is just starving them of like the balls that they would be able to hit normally. And it's just going to be interesting here. The fastest ball that Liam Livingstone has faced, oh no, his strike rate that they are talking about, it's when it's quicker, he is able to get more runs. That is going to be an overhead wide by the looks of it for Dan Christian there. Almost got out of the over without too many runs of it, but that is going to be a wide. So now they have still got the last ball as well. That one is over the head there. Incredible. India, says Utkarsh as well. Do you think they will be winning against India? Do let me know. At the moment, stumps do you think they'll be winning against India? India 555 they were able to get. And it is stumps in that cricket. Oh, Livingstone's whacked that one. Has he got enough? Yes, he has. And that is 6. So that was a costly wide from Dan Christian. And James Gordon has said wide as well. I've finally been able to hit Dan Christian to the boundary. Livingstone did go aggressive, but he still didn't quite get as much distance as he would have liked on that one off base. Makes it very hard to hit it to the long boundary on the full, but Livingstone has managed to do that. He moves up to 42 off 30 balls. This match, Dan Christian still got one more ball. I had it a little bit wrong. They were going to shout for the LB there, but that is just going to be the single. 4 runs and 1 ball, says Utkarsh as well. But now we are sitting at 2 for 91. So we will just wait and see how many runs at this stage that the Sydney Sixers were on at this point. But at the moment, the Perth Scorchers are going to need 98 off 60 balls. Are they going to be able to do it? That's the big question. I have asked that question about 50 times throughout this live stream at the moment, but I am just that hyped up about the fact that this is the final, and whoever wins this one will get to raise the trophy. And I am hoping we are going to get to see a match that goes right down to the wire as well. But nonetheless, yeah, it's been a good live stream overall, other than the fact that my brain has stopped working in terms of being able to speak. Hopefully, you guys have still been able to quite kind of work out what I have been trying to say. Are they going to make any changes for the X Factor? And ad break, says James Gordon. It is indeed. They are going to be showing the number 1 moment of the BBL this year, and the BBL 10 season. What is the number 1 moment? That is the question. Oh, it is Hilton Cartwright hitting the big 6 at the MCG. That was a massive shot from him as well, and it was against the Sydney Sixers who are playing in this match. It was Ball who was bowling it. Are they going to make any changes for the X Factor player here? Either team. I think they can both do it. Or is it only in the first innings perhaps? Hilton Cartwright was loving it. That was a very good shot. But nonetheless, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who is going to have the next laugh in this match. Is it going to be the Sydney Sixers who are going to be able to strike with a wicket, or is it going to be the Perth Scorchers who are going to possibly get a possible 6 or 2? That is a great shot from Hilton Cartwright as well. Sonny Leone will be coming for strategic timeout. Yeah, it will be interesting to see if any X Factor players are going to get swapped out for either team. I think they are still allowed to do it. I haven't really been following the X Factor rule that much, only kind of the power play and power surge type arrangement. At the moment, we are seeing that the Perth Scorchers are slightly ahead in terms of the overall angle so far. That is going to be a single for Livingstone there. Who do you reckon will catch the dub, says Kobe. Oh, I don't want to pick because of the fact that it is this close at the moment. The Perth Scorchers are slightly ahead at this stage, but if they lose another wicket, then all of a sudden it could possibly go in the Sydney Sixers' favour. I feel like with the bowling potential of the Sydney Sixers, it is their game to lose at this stage because they are at home as well. But the Perth Scorchers, they could do it. They're 60% likely to win now. So it is just going back and forth on the win viz at the moment. And Josh Inglis has hit another single here. But every single builds that required run rate up just a little bit. It is two Englishmen at the crease at the moment for the Perth Scorchers. Jackson Bird is bowling. He has bowled 1 for 12 off 2.2 overs so far. Very impressive from him. And if he can get a key wicket here, like he did the wicket of, I think he got the wicket of, did he get the wicket of Colin Munro or did he get the wicket of, oh, that's a shot from Liam Livingstone out through cover, but it is just going to be one. He is playing a few genuine cricket shots here, Livingstone. And he is looking like he is hitting them a lot better. That's pretty good, though. 91 in 10 overs. Said Kobe, yeah, it's going to be a close finish. I have a feeling 95 from 57 needed now. And I am just waiting to see. They keep on showing the comparisons between the two teams in terms of how many runs the Sydney Sixers were on at this stage. Does Perth need 96 more runs to win? Said James Gordon. They do indeed, although 95 now, but I think that is because of the delay, perhaps. Jackson Bird, good slow ball there. It is just going to be a single out to deep cover once again. So this is good for the Sydney Sixers at this stage. Four singles in this over so far. It is exactly what they are wanting. There is no dots, though, which will be not really what the Sydney Sixers would be really after. They will want a couple dots thrown in there every once in a while to try and really ramp up that required run rate, which is now at 10.1 and over. So it's going to be interesting to see if that will get to 11 for the first time in this match. Utkarsh has put a crying emoji. Is that because of a wicket? No, it is possibly because of a dot ball. How much did the Sixers have at 10 overs? They haven't actually showed it too much, but I believe it was about 3 or 4 runs less than the Sydney Sixers. But we are hopefully going to be able to see at the 11 over mark how many they were on. What time would the game finish, says James Gordon? They are probably looking at about a 1:10 a.m. finish New Zealand time. So probably another 50 minutes or so by the time they have got the presentation. But maybe the game would be over by, yeah, I feel like around that 1:10 if it does go the full distance. That's a full distance shot from Livingstone, but it's going to be short and it's the wicket. And Jordan Silk takes it. I said earlier that he was going to be taking a wicket in terms of catching one, Jordan Silk. And that could be the end for the Perth Scorchers. And the win viz has gone each way about 5 times so far. So that could definitely put it back in the Sydney Sixers' favour there. And we have got, hopefully it goes to Super Overseas Sport Reactions. I feel like at the moment there is just that little bit of a chance. We haven't had a Super Over throughout the whole competition. So it would be kind of cool if the final did go to a Super Over, other than the fact that it would be a lot later New Zealand time by the time it finishes. But for a Super Over, I think I would allow that. But Livingston, 45 off 35. Mitch Marsh now is going to be move into the crease. He's had a couple interesting calls against the Mitch Marsh in terms of his dismissals this year. And he hasn't been too happy about them either. What a wicket, says James Gordon. It was indeed. Very well bowled from Jackson Bird. At the moment, 3 overs, 2 for 14. He has been a key for the Sydney Sixers so far. And Stephen O'Keefe now is going to be bowling from the other end. And this is the interesting matchup. Stephen O'Keefe was the man who got Mitch Marsh out for that one that went down the leg side. And it will be interesting to see if he can do it again. You guessed right about that emoji, says Utkarsh. Yeah, not what a Perth Scorchers supporter would like to see at this stage. And it does just make that match a little bit closer in terms of the win viz. I play a little bit of cricket at school, says James Gordon. How do you go, mate? Are you a decent batsman or are you more of a bowler? Do let me know. But now it is going to be Mitch Marsh on strike to Perth Scorchers. On strike to Stephen O'Keefe. I've had a shocker once again. I don't know what happens every once in a while. I think I stare into that light a little bit too much and then my brain just completely scrambles. But nonetheless, Mitch Marsh has got a single off his first ball. Bowler, says James Gordon. Do you bowl a bit of spin, James, or are you more of a pace bowler? And anyone who is tuning in just now, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Oh, that's a well-bowled delivery by Stephen O'Keefe. And this crowd at the SCG are absolutely loving it. But yeah, please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, tell me in the chat who you think will be winning this match. That's a good shot from Inglis, but it is just going to be the single once again. And that required run rate, I am watching it very closely. And now with that single, it is going to move up to 10 point. I am waiting for it to tick over 10.8 now. I'm pace, says Kobe as well. So hopefully, you probably, pace seems to be quite a lethal weapon in terms of the school cricket and everything like that at the younger levels. But then, for some reason, spin, all of a sudden over the last few years, spin has become just such a key in T20 cricket. You know, you want that leg spinner on your side that is going to be able to get a few wickets. Oh, they are showing the qualifier match. And they are saying that Mitch Marsh isn't too happy about that dismissal, and it was Stephen O'Keefe who was bowling it as well. And that one has been worked to the leg side by Mitch Marsh. Will possibly look for two. No, they just get the single. And I hope Perth, but I have a bad feeling Sixers, said Kobe as well. And I almost hit the wicket, said James Gordon. So that is good news for you, mate. Hopefully you will be able to hit it next time as well. And I feel like as soon as you get that first wicket, then you are pretty much hooked on cricket in a way. But then, I feel like this match, it's going to be close. That one has been worked to the leg side. Inglis is running hard, but it is just going to be a single once again. 5 off the over, and that makes the required run rate up over 11 for the Perth Scorchers. When are they going to be taking this power surge here, the Perth Scorchers? They don't want to leave it too late. They want to give themselves a chance. They need Danny Daniels for good batting. I'm not too sure who that is. Danny Daniels. Oh, the worm has gone back in the favour of the Sydney Sixers. 2 for 106 at this stage, the Sydney Sixers. So they are 6 behind now. Fans will be panicking, says James Gordon. And there it is. It's gone back in the favour of the Sydney Sixers. So this has gone each way about 5 times so far. These teams have been favourites throughout this match, and now it is going to be interesting to see what will happen off this over of DeWarshus. He has gone for 13 so far off his first. The power surge has to be probably after this over, or perhaps one more. Mitch Marsh now. DeWarshus is running into bowl. And that is a good shot from Mitch Marsh, but that deep cover, man, it is going to be Sean Abbott once again. And that is a very good single to have for the Sydney Sixers. Required run rate 11.2 now. It is slowly creeping up. It's going to be very interesting to see how this goes throughout these later stages of this match. Can Mitch Marsh hit big here? Can Inglis get a decent total like he did in the last match between the teams during that qualifying final? The Warshers now. Oh, Josh Inglis goes hard, and it is going to go to the boundary for 4 over point. And Inglis has found the boundary now. And every once in a while in this match, the momentum just shifts. It did go to the Sydney Sixers after the last over, but now maybe Inglis is trying to take it back, unless, of course, he goes out later in this over, which would not be ideal for the Perth Scorchers. I'm going to try batting, said James Gordon. Hopefully you do go all right at it, mate, as well. Just make sure you are protecting those stumps. And it is a key to hit the ball along the ground sometimes as well. Oh, Inglis has gone big, but he hasn't gone big enough, unfortunately, for him. It would have been a great catch there if he was going to be able to get that. Much needed for the Scorchers, says Utkash as well for that boundary. James Vince, if he was going to be able to take that one. He thought he was in with a shot there. Inglis hit it that badly that it did clear the man in close, but then it also cleared them, or didn't quite go as far as the man. James Vince got flung there, unfortunately for him. So close, says James Gordon. Yeah, it was very close. Inglis still at the crease, though. They managed to run 1 in that situation. Mitch Marsh with a good shot down the ground, and that's going to be 4. Inglis almost had his head taken off there. But nonetheless, it was a very good shot down the ground for Mitch Marsh. And like they were saying, they want him to have a boundary under his belt before they take the power surge. It's just that high elbow as well of Mitch Marsh. He's got a lot of power. Inglis had to duck very quickly there. Oh, we are hearing how many they have chased down before the Perth Scorchers. 188 is their best run chase. They need to chase down 188 here today as well. Or they need 189, should I say. So this is going to be an interesting one, and they would be making history here, the Perth Scorchers, if they can do it. Nice, says Utkarsh. At the moment, they have gone for 10 off this over so far, the Sydney Sixers. For Dwarsh, just one ball left. Are they going to take the power surge off? Or are they going to take the power surge in the next over? I'm almost losing my voice as well, which isn't ideal. But hopefully it does last throughout this whole live stream. Mitch Marsh now on strike to Dwarsh once again. What is going to happen for this last ball? Mitch Marsh, it was a slow ball. It did a bit off the surface as well from Dwarsh. 10 from the over. Good finish for Dwarsh. 2 dot balls here. Are they going to take the power surge? What are they thinking? I feel like, to be honest, Dan Christian, I feel like they're going to be bowling him for one of the power surge overs because his slow balls seem to be just not as easy to hit to the boundary. And then they've got Jackson Bird as well. Will they be willing to give him his 4th, or will they be saving him for later on? They need someone to close out the innings for them with the ball in hand. Who are they going to pick? That ball did all sorts. I think it hit a crack or something on the wicket, or hit a little lump or something, because it did a bit from Dwarsh. They haven't taken it yet. O'Keefe is going to have his final over here. So far going for 22 runs. That is a full toss, and it is a dot ball. And Inglis not very happy about that at all. Josh Inglis, he will want to be getting 1 or 2 boundaries in this over. Is he going to be trying to go in the air to Stephen O'Keefe? That's a good shot from Inglis, but it has gone straight to Jackson Bird. A point who is getting a lot of applause from this SCG crowd as the tension starts to build once again. They need 2 a ball almost in this situation for the required run rate. Cooper Newton has said, come on, Sixers. Oh, and that one is another dot ball for Stephen O'Keefe. And that means now required run rate of 12.2. It is building big time. The Perth Scorchers are up against it here, but their highest run rate or their highest run chase was 188. They said they need 189 here. They still have a few wickets in hand as well. What is going to be happening here? O'Keefe is bowling once again. That one is a single there. Was the slow ball from O'Keefe. Very well bowled. He has fallen over there, unfortunately, which means that it is only going to be the single. Could have been a run-out opportunity there. Little bit of a mix-up almost, but nonetheless, Steve O'Keefe. It is going to be very interesting. Can he get a wicket? Oh, okay. They are saying that O'Keefe might be in his final Big Bash game. That is a single once again. Only 2 off this over. Required run rate of 12.5. They are going to need a huge power surge here, the Perth Scorchers, if they do want to get this job done and win the title. Inglis is sitting on 20 off 18. Marsh 9 off 8. They're going at the same run rate a little bit. That is a nice shot down the ground. Are they going to be able to get 2 here? They are going to be pushing hard. They are going to get 2. Sean Abbott fields that one. Great over from Steve O'Keefe. Only 4 off it. Very well bowled from him. 0 wickets, 26 runs off his 4 overs. That is impressive. I'm just getting a drink of water, says James Gordon. That sounds like a plan, mate. Got to stay hydrated for these situations. It is a final, and the pressure is fully on for both of these sides. It is just going to be who wants it more, who is going to deliver in these last 6 overs. We've only got 6 overs till the end of the Big Bash. Who's winning? Says Sport Reactions. At this stage, you'd say that the Sydney Sixers, after the last few overs, have taken the momentum right back. They are taking the power surge now, though, the Perth Scorchers, which could straight away change the momentum of this match, depending on how many they can get. They need probably 25. I think they need more than 25, because 25 would only be getting the required run rate. They need a 30-plus power surge here. Inglis and Mitch Marsh. Marsh can hit a long ball. If he can get a couple boundaries off Dwarsh here, it could be very nice for the Perth Scorchers. At the moment, the percentage of the chance of winning, Sydney Sixers, 59% chance of winning in this one by the looks of that, which means, and they have just shown it, that it is 57% for the Sixers. It has just gone back and forth all day between these two sides. It's going to go down to the wire, I have a feeling. Required run rate, 12.5 needed. 30 plus needed in this power surge. Mitch Marsh, the man with all the power in the world, if he can get it out of the middle of the bat. Is he going to be able to do it here for the Perth Scorchers? The Walsh just steaming in here. Mitch Marsh advances, hits it down the ground, and it is going to go all the way to the boundary, is it? No, it is safe. Great fielding there. And it is only going to be the two. And Mitch Marsh has fallen over once again. Run rate over 12, says Utkash. It is indeed. But Mitch Marsh, unfortunately, did slip over. So they weren't going to be able to get back for 3. And I think Mitch Marsh will be loving the strike here. He will be trying to get... They are saying that maybe he fell over on purpose, Mitch Marsh, to keep the strike here. How did that one not go to the boundary? It was great fielding. In the end, I believe it was from Sean Abbott. The Walsh is steaming in once again. Oh, great shot there. Oh, I thought it was out, says Cooper Newton. And I think it is out because that is going to be Mitch Marsh gone. And that could be the win for the Sydney Sixers there. I'm back, says James Gordon. You missed the wicket, mate, but no worries. It was a very good catch by none other than James Vince. And Cooper said, I thought it was out, said Cooper. So I think you were a ball ahead, Cooper, which is why I got confused by that statement. But it was a great catch from James Vince. I was thinking because you said I thought it was out, I thought that was a no ball. Let's go, says Cooper Newton as well. Mitchell Marsh on his way. Unfortunately, not his night. James Vince is holding his microphone at this stage with a great catch there. He has got 95 with the bat, and it's just such a great catch. No, I saw it on TV, lol, said James Gordon, no worries. That means that you did see the exciting catch there. They were absolutely loving it there, the Sydney Sixers. 25 likes, says Utkash. I haven't been paying attention, and we are on 25. So thank you all very much for that. I didn't even realize. I thought that we were only still sitting on 20. So thank you all very much for that. Maybe we will be able to get to maybe 30 before the end of this live stream, perhaps, but we will have to wait and see. But nonetheless, it's going to be a close finish in this one, but that one might have just made it in the Sydney Sixers' favour well and truly, and this could be the chance for them to be able to become back-to-back BBL champions. I'm not sure how many teams have done that, but there is a Mexican wave going on in the SCG at the moment. 75% attendance, and at the moment they are witnessing their home team who might be able to get the win here. I have to watch you, legend, because my TV isn't working, says Cooper. Hopefully I will be able to keep you informed of Walsh just now with a good ball. That is just going to be the single. And all of a sudden, Josh Inglis is almost the key wicket here for the Perth Scorchers. If he can keep going and get a few more runs in a hurry, maybe his team will be able to get back into this match. But with a required run rate of 13.1, it is just going to be an upward battle for them. I said it would go down to the last over. I think it might, but that could be because of the fact that the Perth Scorchers will still be trying to chase down this monumental total. And if they can, it will be their largest run chase that they have ever had in the BBL for a finals matchup. It is going to be Josh Inglis on strike. He's almost got to go for it as well. He doesn't want to lose his wicket, but he almost has to risk it. Josh Inglis now given the catch, and that is the end of the game, I would think. Josh Inglis straight to the man at mid-off, and Inglis is gone. And to Walsh, this power surge, like I said in the first innings, it's either make or break for teams. They were going to need 30 plus from it. Either you get a whole heap of runs, 25 plus, or you lose a few wickets. And that is another wicket gone, says Utkash. And holy cow, says James. And that is just very good bowling from DeWarsha, sticking to his line and his length. Cooper has said, let's go. And Josh Inglis, 22 off 20 in the end. And the required run rate up to 13.5. I think it is Hardy who's going to be making his way to the crease. GG says Sport Reactions. Got him, says Cooper Newton as well. I said he was the key wicket, and straight away we look at the worm and they have well and truly dropped, and they are about 30 behind now by the looks of that. Maybe, about 20 to 30 behind what the Sydney Sixers were on. Ashton Turner, he has still got the power though. My face is shocked, says James Gordon. Hardy can still bat though. He can indeed, and so can Ashton Turner. He can hit a long ball. Hardy has hit 97 runs from 17 matches, average of 16. His best was 33. Sydney came back, said James Gordon. They did indeed. Holy Buffalo, says Utkarsh as well. Run rate of 13, says Cooper Newton. 13.5. It's going to be hard to do. Their current run rate is 8. So Hardy has to go. Turner has to go if they do want to win this match here. The Perth Scorchers, the SCG, is absolutely loving it for their home team. Well, says Cooper as well. And that is going to be just the single. And they are saying there's a little bit of a Dwarshus chant in the SCG at the moment. If they can get these two men out, I think it will almost completely and utterly be over for the Perth Scorchers. But you have to say they have bowled extremely well. The Sydney Sixers, it was those few overs after the power play. The power play went for 40-something. And then in the end, they were able to bring it back very nicely in the next few overs, only having a couple boundaries and taking the wickets. That is going to be 2. You've got to go for it here. You've got to run hard. And it is a very good run there. Long name's Hardy Turner, said Utkarsh as well. And then we have got Go the Mighty Sixers, says Cooper. What a catch, says James Gordon. And they are going to be showing the catch of, I believe it will be, Vince has taken 2 catches so far this innings, and he got 95 runs. So he has been a very impressive man in this one. And then Colin Munro was caught by Abbott, caught Henriquez, bowled Abbott. And then it was Jackson Bird who was caught by Jordan Silk, a man who is very safe with his fielding. Jackson Bird was the bowler. Dwarshus goes, and that was a catch and a half from James Vince. Mitch Marsh gone. Come on, boys, says Cooper Newton. At the moment, they might be looking at back-to-back titles. And like I said, I'm not sure how many teams have actually done that in this BBL competition before. At the moment, we have got possibly a few new viewers watching at the moment. So if you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,000 at the moment. We are sitting on 25 likes as well. So if you do want to help us out and hit that like button, please do. And it is the second surge over. We've got to remember that was a power surge over. And it went for hardly any runs. And Dan Christian, I said he would be bowling one of these power surge overs because of the fact that he is just bowling nice and slow. But he has perfected it in a way, Dan Christian, in a way that does make it so that he can not go for too many runs. They are showing Jai Richardson. And they have also got AJ Ty. I'm not sure who else they have got at this stage. They must only have maybe one more, which would be Fawad Ahmed, if I'm not wrong. Oh, he tried to whack that one there, Hardy. And it is just a single. So well bowled from Dan Christian once again. Required run rate now over 14. And this match is just getting taken further and further away from the Perth Scorchers. Dan Christian, he is a cool customer under pressure. Wasn't too happy with the ball that he went out to when he was batting because it was close to a no ball. Colin Munro taking the catch on the rope. Ashton Turner can hit a long ball. Can he hit it though when there isn't a lot of pace on the ball? That is the question that we are about to see answered. Is it going to be a wicket here? Some Australians look like Kiwi, says James Gordon. Oh, it's a slower ball and it is a beautiful delivery from Dan Christian. He thought that it was almost going to be hitting the stumps there. Last 9 balls for the power surge. 7 runs, 2 wickets, 4.67 and over for the Perth Scorchers. And that is going to be extremely tough to catch up with the Sydney Sixers when they did get 188. It's huge total, massive total, and it is going to be certainly upwards from here. Required run rate 15 now. Dan Christian is one of the best power hitters in the Big Bash, says Cooper, and he is also very good at bowling the slower ball, although that one is a wide for Dan Christian. But is Turner going to be able to hit him for a 6 or a 4 here? They need about 3 boundaries and over here from here on out for the Perth Scorchers to be able to win it. But we are less than 5 overs away from the end of the KFC Big Bash for BBL 10. And I have to say, I am a little bit sad that it is going to be over. I have enjoyed watching all of these games so much. And now, after this match, It is going to all be finished. That's a good shot from Turner there. And it is just going to be a single down to Silk. No, they are going to run two there. Good running. And Turner is still on strike. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit sad that we aren't going to have any more BBL. But hopefully the rest of the cricket in the world at the moment will be able to deliver. Unfortunately, said Cooper Newton, yeah, it is very unfortunate. But I am hoping that the matches between Australia and New Zealand are going to be pretty good. They are going to be in New Zealand, and they are later this month. I believe on about the 22nd of February is going to be the first match. I guess Hamish is getting bored today, says Utkash. I still enjoy watching cricket, even if it is a slower run rate or anything like that. I just love the game too much to be bored by it. Unfortunately, yeah, going against the Perth Scorchers here, but I just admire the bowling of the Sydney Sixers in this one. Will you be watching Super Rugby, says James Gordon? I will indeed. I will be trying to do a watch-along live stream for every Super Rugby Aotearoa game and also possibly some of Super Rugby AU as well. But I'm not going to be doing the Six Nations because, big swing there from Hardy. And it is just going to be a single. Well done from Silk there. But yeah, I will be trying to watch all of those Super Rugby games. But then I won't be doing the Six Nations since they are on at like 3 a.m., which is just a little bit too early. Good game, Aussie versus New Zealand, says Cooper. And it will be indeed with D20 as well. Could go either way. And I am looking forward to that. We will see a lot of these players perhaps in New Zealand. Unless maybe, although it does depend on the restrictions and everything, how long they have to isolate for. I would say after this match, some of these players, if they are going to be selected, will have to get almost on the plane straight away and head straight to New Zealand to be able to take part. And at the moment, the Sydney Sixers, 86% chance of winning in the WinViz. I don't watch Six Nations, says James Gordon. I don't normally watch too much of it either. I only watched a few of the Autumn Nations Cup games. Stupid Cova said, Cooper, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it is a very unfortunate time at the moment in the world, but we have had quite a bit of sport that we have been able to tune into, which is pretty awesome with the fact that through these tough times, we have been able to come together and watch games like this for sport and also for rugby and everything that have been able to take place. I do thank you all very much for tuning in to these live streams. It's been pretty fun doing them overall. Braithwaite now. It's a big hit from Hardy, though. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. And it is a 6. Aditya, I hope I said that right. Aditya, who do you think will win? Who do you think will win the match, guys? I think from here, it's got to almost be the Sydney Sixers, but with shots like that from Hardy, maybe the Perth Scorchers have still got a slight chance here. But I think from here, the Sixers will be able to have Dan Christian bowl another, and that will be a very hard over for them. Yes, it's been a pleasure, says Cooper. And yeah, I have loved every minute of it. And I do just enjoy watching these games a lot more with the fact that I am able to chat to you guys while doing it. It's kind of like a different level. I could watch them by myself, but it's just not the same, you know. Getting to hang out with you guys is pretty awesome. That's a shot from Hardy there. And that's going to just, DeWash just with the misfield. And it's another 4. Uh-oh. Is there a late turn in this match that we are witnessing here? I don't know. Still 14.5 for required run rate. Where's the game at? It is at the SCG. They have got 75% attendance. And DeWash, he was having his name chanted when he did a good over. But unfortunately for him there, it wasn't going with him there. Unfortunately, the luck wasn't on his side. And that is 10 runs of the first 2 balls of Braithwaite's over. Can Hardy get another big shot here? He has hit it down the ground. It is just going to be a single, though. Well bowled and a good follow-up from Braithwaite. No. Don't turn now, said Cooper. It's still a big upward battle for them. 52 runs from 21 balls. Can it be done? It's going to be tough. Tough? It's going to be tough. But, don't know. They've got a couple power hitters here at the crease, the Scorchers. Like they are saying, he doesn't mind a ramp here. No, stand and deliver, Turner. It's a good shot. And that's another 4. What's happening here? Are we going to see a late turn to this tail between these two sides? I said it was going to go down to the last over, but after the last couple, it looked like it was just going to be a case of how many runs the Sydney Sixers were going to win by. But Turner now is trying to turn the momentum in this game. And these two batsmen both going at a strike rate of around 150, which is pretty impressive. Or in fact, Turner is about 150. Hardy is going at 200. And at this speed, they will be still just short, but they are just warming up now, these two men. Oh, he's hit it into his foot there, and that could be a run out. Braithwaite missed it, and it almost was still out, but Turner didn't quite get that run there. Come on, come on, you Sixers. It's getting scary, said Cooper. That was close. Braithwaite, there was a run-out opportunity there. Very close to hitting the stumps there, Braithwaite. And then from there, it was almost a second opportunity. What's going on in this match at the moment? What is going to happen here? It's well bowled from Braithwaite for just the single out to Dwarshis. 16 from the over. That is above the required run rate. As you guys can probably tell, I'm starting to get excited once again because of the fact that I've started not being able to speak. They have got Sweet Caroline in the background. That is one way to pump up a stadium full of people at the SCG at the moment. They are absolutely loving it. And I'm sure Sydney are loving having the cricket back. And the Sixers, 79% chance of being able to win this match here. And the most amount of runs that the Scorchers have been able to chase down was 188. They need 189 here. Relief finally, says Utkarsh. And 15 run rate again, though, says Cooper. Yeah, it is still not very achievable for the Perth Scorchers, but there is still that slight chance after that last over going for 16. Turner is on once again. Oh, he is on strike once again. Oh, it's gone straight up in the air. Is this the game? Turner is possibly going to be caught. It's taken by Jackson Bird, none other. James Gordon has got the laughing emoji. Cooper has got the batting one. Is that the end of the Scorchers? This match still, they've lost that wicket, but it is just the case of the fact that this match has just gone back and forth the whole time. And it looked like there was going to be a late change in this match, but the Sydney Sixers fighting back. Very well bowled from Sean Abbott. And they're waving, says James Gordon. They will be waving. Ashton Turner, goodbye. Bye, Scorchers, is what I was trying to say, says Utkarsh. Yeah, it might be the end of them now. Yes, come on, says Cooper. He is loving it. Hardy, though, 14 off 7. Jai Richardson, he can still hit a ball. Behrendorff was the one who I have forgotten, unfortunately. But yeah, it could be interesting. I feel like, yes, there should be no chance for the Perth Scorchers at this stage, but a small part of me still wants to see this match go down to the last few balls. But Jai Richardson is going to be not on strike at the moment. Hardy, can he hit another long ball? He's already hit a 6 so far, Hardy. Can he get another here with Sean Abbott bowling? There will certainly be enough pace on the ball, I would think, unless it is a slower one. I think I just wet myself, said Cooper Newton. But don't get too crazy yet, Cooper. I think the Sixers will be able to win it, but maybe just hold off completely wetting yourself here. Oh, Hardy has tried to hit that one hard. It's gone over the top. It is a carpet-like surface, like they've said, and O'Keefe has done very well and saved the runs. And those runs, they have still been put in 100% in, and that was 3 runs there. O'Keefe well fielded there. Was very interesting there. He was putting in the hard yards there, O'Keefe. Did extremely well. It is very slippery still in the outfield at the moment at the SCG, but Jai Richardson on strike. He has been able to get the job done with the ball normally for his team. Wasn't his day today, though, so maybe it will be his day with the bat. But Bancroft at the moment, head down, looking pretty disappointed right now. Think he knows that it might. Oh, Jai Richardson with the stance, getting ready to smack that one like he was playing baseball. They are going to get back for 2. Not quite enough, but 2 runs is better than 1 at this stage. 16 is ticking away, says Cooper. But DeWalsh has taken 2 wickets in that first power play over, or power surge over, and I feel like that was where the momentum really got sucked out of the Perth Scorchers. Then Hardy and also Ashton Turner were trying to take it back, but just not quite able to, unfortunately for them. A little bit unfortunate for the Perth Scorchers supporters, who have been pretty supportive overall on the live stream. So I do thank you all very much for that once again. I feel like the end of this match is just going to be me thanking you guys. That is going to be just a one, is it? Or are they going to try and take it on? No, it is just a single for Jai Richardson there. So they have gone wicket 3-2-1. Is it going to be another wicket? Or possibly a dot ball if the trend does continue. Anyone who is new to the channel, who is tuning in now, it is coming to an end this BBL season. But if you do enjoy the live stream, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We will be back with more cricketing action, cricketing live streams in the futures, more than one future, as well as a few other sport watch-alongs and gaming videos. Abbott now bowling. Said it could have been a wicket, but that one is going to once again be a 2. He's hit it into the gap. Hardy, he can bat pretty well. And that is going to just be another 2. Hardy wants to hit it for 6 here. Come on, Sixers. Said Cooper, it's gone up to the required run rate of 18. After this ball, we are going to have 2 overs left. One of those has got to be Dan Christian, the other Jackson Bird. I have a feeling, did baseball copy cricket or did cricket copy baseball? Says James. That is a good question. And I couldn't actually tell you the answer. I know cricket's been going for a very long time, but then I'm not sure when the first baseball game was played either. I guess cricket changed it a little bit with the fact that that's going to be almost a wicket, but it has fallen short. They are going to try and run just the one there. So Hardy is going to be on strike for the last 2. 38 required from the last 2 as well in the end of this BBL season. Is the Perth Scorchers going to be able to pull off a miracle here? I can't even speak. I'm too excited once again. But yeah, I feel like cricket, if they did copy baseball, they changed it up a little bit. 18, said Cooper Newton. And he has got the yawning and the Z's as well for the required run rate now up to 19. Tell you what, can they get 37 here and we go to a super over? That would be one of the best ways I think this match could end. But Hardy is looking for a new bat by the looks of it. Cooper has once again got 19 with the yawn. And also okay, he has got a new bat here. Hardy, what's your age, Hamish? Says Utkash, I am 21. I turned 21 in early December. So yeah, just turned 21. Is this game going to go to a 21st over in terms of a what's it called? A super over perhaps. I really hope it does, but I don't think it's going to happen for this Perth Scorchers lineup today. I think at the end of the day, 180 was a big total to chase, and they just didn't strike enough in their top order. But it is going to be Hardy on strike now to Dwarshus. Is he going to be able to hit this ball out of the park, or is it going to be a dot? It is a dot. And that is well bowled by Dwarshus here. He has had a very good few overs. He has gone 2 for 29. The first over went for a few, but from there he has tried to pull it back, pulled an important power surge over as well. Only went for about 4, I think it was. Maybe a few more and 2 wickets. But Jackson Bird, I feel like, is going to get the last over for sure. And he is a hard man to hit the ball away for. Hardy on strike, 20 off 11 here. Crowd attendance is 25,000. Oh, Hardy's hit that one big, and that one's going to go for 6. 25,295 of the Sydney Sixers fans, I assume they are, although there might be a few Perth Scorchers spread around there, although it did go dead silent when the Perth Scorchers had a good start to their innings. That was a big shot there. There was a fella in a suit who tried to catch that one. Happy birthday. It's my birthday on the 11th, said Cooper. Thank you very much, mate. The 11th of August, or not, sorry, 11th of February, I assume that is. We actually had 2 people who had the exact same birthday in the stream the other day. Yeah, fella is wearing a suit in the crowd. How is this going to go? They now need 32 off 10. Can Hardy do it? Is he going to be able to get his team to a super over here at the end of this BBL season? Or is Dwarshus going to be able to knock him over? Oh, he tried to go for it, but that is a huge edge, and it is up in the air, and that's taken by Stephen O'Keefe. And that is going to be the end of Hardy and the dreams of the Perth Scorchers. I am hoping to cry, says FF, depending on who you were going for there. That may have just happened. I'm so hungry, but I don't know what to make, says James Gordon. What time is it where you are, mate? Are you in New Zealand or Australia? Because that will also depend on what kind of snack you'll be wanting to have. That's what I not comment here, said FF. Yeah, unfortunately, not the day of the Perth Scorchers. The Sydney Sixers, though. Fair play to them. DeWashis has gotten the key wickets. End of Scorchers. Cry, Hamish, cry. Says Utkash. I mean, I was pretty impartial throughout this whole match. So I feel like Hardy, he was unfortunate in that regard. I just wanted it to go to a super over, I think was my main thing. NZ says James Gordon. So it is currently 1 a.m. in New Zealand. So maybe you don't want something too big. Little, I don't know what to eat at this time of night. Whatever you got. You got some chips or something, like a bag of chips. Could be worth it. Although that could be quite, depending on the type, it could be salty. So then that would make your mouth a bit dry during the night. So it is hard to say, really, in terms of what snack to have. Maybe a sandwich. Do you like sandwiches, James? Could be the way to go. I have the same B-day as my dad, says Cooper. That is actually pretty awesome. FFS, but aren't you sleeping now, mate? If that is the James Gordon he is, looking at eat food and me. I am normally up at this time of night now because I am constantly editing videos and live streaming. That was a good ball, was it, or was it a wide? It was a dot ball. I was just waiting to see there. At the end of the day, yep, says James Gordon. Can you show outside of your home for a sec? Says Utkash. Unfortunately, because I am using my webcam, it is connected to the PC, so I wouldn't actually be able to reach anywhere. And it is unfortunately pitch black at the moment at 1 a.m. in New Zealand. But yeah, it is just pretty much a wee lawn. Bit of a lawn. And tell you what, Jai Richardson's trying to go, but he's not going to get all of it. And Jordan Silk dropped the catch. He doesn't drop them, Jordan Silk. He doesn't normally drop them. I'll have toast and Milo, says James Gordon. That is the way to go, mate. Sounds like a pretty good one. Required run rate 24. Now it is up to 25. They're going to need a huge last over here. But Jordan Silk, he doesn't normally drop too many catches. He slid in, but he just didn't quite read it. And unfortunately, required run rate of 24. I did read that one, but nonetheless, now Richardson on strike once again. He's still trying to hit the ball. He's firing himself up. He's looking like an angry individual, Jai Richardson. Is he going to be able to hit this one? No, he absolutely tried to swing. The absolute, just tried to swing that one completely out of the ground by the looks of it. 1-6, says Utkash. Can they get another in this last over? They're going to need 5 to be able to win this match. They are going to need 4 and a few other runs if they do want to make it to a super over. This is how, says FF. He is, of course, one of the Perth Scorchers to win, but it's just possibly not going to be their night. Who is going to bowl the final over? I think it's going to be Jackson Bird. No, it is Dan Christian. They are giving him the last one. I feel like that is more of the giving the fact that it might be his last season. Behrendorf's looking a little bit nervous there. Is it daylight saving? It's still daylight saving, says James Gordon. Yeah, although it is still pitch black outside at the moment. But Ty is going to be on strike. Dan Christian bowling. Is it the last season for him at the Sydney Sixers? That is the question. Ty is going to be on strike. Sixers, 6% chance of winning this one. Andrew Ty, it is going to be a dot ball. And with that, it is pretty much a guarantee that the Sydney Sixers are going to be winning the title 2 years in a row. Who are going to be able to stop them here? All right. Where you don't want to be hit there, Andrew Ty. He will be very glad that Dan Christian didn't put much pace on that ball because that one whacked him in the ball. But nonetheless, all balls. But now Dan Christian is going to be bowling once again. Andrew Ty, I feel like he just wants to hit 1-6 just to prove a little bit of a point here. And he has missed the ball completely there, unfortunately for him. AJ Ty. It is another dot ball. As long as there are no balls, no wides. It is more than 36 required. And an over at the moment, there's a heap of hugging between Stephen O'Keefe and also Jackson Bird. They know what it means. Stephen O'Keefe could be his last season with the Sixers. Dan Christian, I feel like he will still fight back, won't he? He'll still come back for another season or two. He's such a knowledgeable cricketer and has still got it. That has gone high in the air. Can he get the wicket? He probably deserves it. It's Dan Christian taken by the captain, Moses Henriquez. And that is going to well and truly sum it up. And Stephen O'Keefe is absolutely loving him. He's not going to be letting Dan Christian go there. They have still got 3 more balls. Can they bowl them out here? 2 wickets needed. Can Dan Christian finish this on a hat trick? 36, yes, says Cooper. And we have got, sorry, bro, now I left the stream, so I hope a new live stream from you, says FF. No worries, mate. We are going to have more live streams in the future, whether that is for Cricket 19, Rugby Challenge 4, or also for Super Rugby Aotearoa. That is coming up very soon. Super Rugby AU perhaps as well. So we have got plenty more live streams that are going to be happening on this channel. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 2,000 at the moment. We have been building up at an incredible rate. And I do thank every single one of you for being here and also for just tuning into the channel throughout these BBL live streams. And it was hit to the leg side by Richardson, but it is just going to be a single once again. Dan Christian, says Cooper Newton. Yeah, he did deserve the wicket there, Dan. He has played pretty well overall for the Sixers. He's had an injury problem that did keep him from bowling for a little bit. He still loves to share his knowledge of the game, though, when he is at the crease. How long have I been in the stream, says James Gordon? That is a good question. I'm not actually too sure. You were here at the very start. So maybe if it is as long as the stream's been going, we have ticked over, I think, 3 hours almost, if I'm not over. And that is another wicket. Are they going to be able to bowl them out? And Henriquez is loving it big time. Board AF, says Utkash. I'm sorry I can't entertain you here, mate. It is an unfortunate situation for the Perth Scorchers. I really wanted it to go to a super over. But from here, the Sixers, Moses Henriquez, they are showing him. He actually did the double bloody flex in that situation, Moses Henriquez. No one would have been expecting him to pull that one off. Braithwaite is bumping up the crowd. And we have got Cooper Noonan has got Ollie laughing emojis as well. But Braithwaite hasn't done any big celebration there. Can Christian get Jai Richardson out? Another title for Dan Christian, the 9th title. 3 for 3 in franchises at the moment. You're doing good, Hamish. Scorchers board me, says Utkash. That is good to hear, mate. Well, not the fact that the Scorchers board you, but the fact that you have still enjoyed this live stream. You can see there what it means to the Sydney Sixers. Final ball. Give him a Yorker. He's a walker. No. It was a good shot from Jai Richardson. Go for the run out here. But the Sixers are pumped up. Dan Christian is absolutely loving it here. And the Sixers are running on the field. They did deserve it. Top of the table the whole way through pretty much. And they have been able to defeat the match or the other team, the Perth Scorchers. And you can just see how much it means to them there. And Carlos Braithwaite, where did that tongue roll come from? But they have managed to do it. Stephen O'Keefe could be his last season for the Sixers. So you can see that it does mean a lot to him here. And it means a lot to the Sixers overall. Yo, let's go. Brian Panty for Scorchers, says Utkash as well. But I will quickly update my scoreboard. I feel like you guys who are Scorchers fans will slightly hate this, but I am going to switch it to the pink for the Sydney Sixers. I will put that the Sydney Sixers have won the match and the competition. They were able to do it there. They were able to win it by 28 runs, I believe. By 27 runs, sorry, my apologies. By 27 runs, they were able to win it and the competition. I am going to put it as not just a scrolling along the bottom. We're going to have it big, and it is going right there. Sydney Sixers have the match, have won the match, I should say. Have won the match is what I was trying to do. Someone lifted Big Carlos up by the looks of it. Sydney kept on coming back, said James Gordon. GG, said James as well. And Sudhir, maybe, Secretary, has said hi. Welcome to the live stream, mate. The Sydney Sixers were able to get the win and win BBL 10 here. They are the champions twice in a row, the 3rd BBL title for the Sydney Sixers lineup. They finished top of the table after the regular season, which did lead to them getting to play off against the Perth Scorchers. They were able to beat them there by a little bit more, or about the same as this match, to be honest. And then they did get the next round off. The Perth Scorchers were able to fight back and win against the Brisbane Heat, but then they weren't able to win, unfortunately for them, in this match. The Sydney Sixers at the SCG, 75% attendance, 25,000 in attendance, and they got to witness back-to-back titles for the Sydney Sixers. How are you, says Sitter? Hopefully I've said your name right, by the way. I'm sorry if I haven't. Sitter, maybe? Sit here. But it was a very good match. I am doing well, mate. I am extremely hyped up because of the fact that I have been waiting for this final for the past few weeks. We have finally had it, and I feel like it's still delivered. The Perth Scorchers weren't able to get as many runs as they would have liked, of course, but we had a 95 from James Vince. We had a few wickets for pretty much every bowler. Had a few interesting moments throughout this match. Have you ever had a viewer that watched from the start to the end, says James Gordon? That is a good question. And I feel like you're probably close to that, James, because I don't think, it is hard to tell for me because of the fact that I can't actually see in terms of who is still watching at what time. It is normally the chat that I base that off. And Sitir has said, where are you from? I am from New Zealand. So I was impartial in this match since it is being played in Australia. But yeah, I just enjoyed the match a lot. But I am from New Zealand. Shout out louder, Pakistan, Kima Ka Bahozda. I'm not too sure what that means, mate. But I assume it is something along the lines of Pakistan are the best, maybe. Utkarsh, do let me know if that is what I have just said. But nonetheless, if you are new to the channel, anyone, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Mark Waugh was going for the Sydney Thunder in the end. But it was a very good game of cricket. And I feel like it was a nice way to end the season. We have seen a lot of close matches. This one not too close. And Satir has put, good job, bro. Thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate that a lot. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But we are seeing now that the Sixers won by 27 runs in the end. Was a very good win for them. Brett Lee, he has got a smile from ear to ear at the moment. Of course, he was the ex-Sydney Sixers man in the commentary box. But the crowd are absolutely loving it. And Stephen O'Keefe is loving it as well. They have got We Are the Champions by Queen playing in the stadium. Stephen O'Keefe, you can see how much it meant to him. I believe it will be his last one. I like your commentary, says Sitir. Thank you very much, mate. We are doing a lot more commentary in the future. We are going to be doing cricket watch-along live streams. We are going to be doing rugby watch-along live streams. We are also going to be going for a few gaming videos as well. You can Google it, says Utkarsh. So I feel like I will have to do it. What language is it? Do let me know, Utkarsh. Google Translate, I will have to pull up here. We will get the detect language one. Yeah, bro, says Siddha as well. Right, I am going to be going for detect language. We are going to put it in, and hopefully it's nothing offensive. Right, we have got Pakistan. We have got it thinks it's Mari, but I don't think it is Mari. And we have also got, it is Pakistan's mother. Is that what it is? I'm not too sure. Do let me know though. I think that is what it is translated to, but nonetheless, good match to watch. Yeah. It's offensive, don't do, says Utkarsh, and you were wanting me to yell it out, mate. That is setting me up big time. Bye, bro. See you soon, says Sadia. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stephen O'Keefe is saying that it might be the end of his BBL career for the Sydney Sixers, but he's saying that he's had a great 10 years and that he would love if it was the fact that the younger fellas were going to get a little bit more of a chance, but he would love to stay connected to the side. But nonetheless, I think with that, we are going to be possibly ending this live stream. England currently 555 for 8. in the match against India. Thanks, friend, says Sahid. Oh, sorry, Sahir. Hopefully I have said that right. But nonetheless, yeah, India are looking like they might be under a little bit of pressure against England in that matchup. But I feel like if they put on a performance like they did in that final test against Australia, they will have a very good chance of being able to win that one or possibly draw it instead, depending on how much time is left. But it is the title for the Sydney Sixers. James Gordon has said, see you later, mate. Thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate it a lot. And yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. I think with that, we are going to be very close to the end of this live stream. It's been great seeing all of you guys in the chat, being able to watch these games with you. I am going to put myself into full screen for a second for the end of this live stream. But nonetheless, Sydney Sixers able to win back-to-back titles. But yeah, I just want to thank you all very much for tuning in to these live streams. It wouldn't be the same without you guys here. And hopefully I will get to see a lot of you in the future for my other cricket and rugby commentary videos, as well as a few gaming ones along the way, perhaps, if that is your thing. But anyway, I feel like that is going to be the end of this live stream. Thank you all very much for being here. I feel like it is lagging a little bit because I put myself back to the main screen, but hopefully you guys can still hear me all right. And I will say thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.